Court will consent to hear the matter, given the waivers. All right. Oh, that was wonderful.
Right.
You don't have anything ready?
No.
I went through all that and nothing's ready. Where are you going, Gaddy?
I just have one thing next door, then I'm.
Oh, so you'd rather go to that judge than me? No, I'll wait. Fine.
Plus things relax, that's what I'm.
Is that what you were saying? Okay.
All right.
Wow. Nothing?
I have nothing yet, Your Honor. Okay.
Judge, we have a defendant with the last name Ernest. She's a woman and is in jail.
Okay.
I'm dismissing that case if you want to call one.
All right. That I can do.
Two officers.
Those are your two options.
Yeah.
How many more do I have? Oh, boy. You don't want me staring at you, Mr. Killowell?
No, Judge, I appreciate your consideration. But you call the case?
I will in a moment. Not yours.
Okay.
Court calls the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Adrian Ernest.
Trevor Maybell, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joy Gaines, Senior Assistant Public Defender with and on behalf of Ms. Ernest.
Your Honor, I would like to dismiss this case outright today.
Can you state your name, please?
Adrian Ernest?
Any objection, Ms. Gaines?
No objection, Your Honor.
Case is dismissed. Now let's grab the people. All right, thank you. We keep that up, we're gonna get through this in no time. What?
Now we're cruising.
Now we're doing, yeah, now we're moving.
Way to set that up. Becky, Smith, Donovan Smith.
Are we ready on Smith?
Yes, Your Honor. But we need to approach it then once the case is filed. It's gonna be okay, Judge. Just take-
No, nothing with you when you approach is okay. Fine, I'll do it. That's fine. It's gonna get complicated. Do I call him? He's there?
He's not here.
No problem.
I can just give this piece. So since I'm done with this one, it should be able to good to go.
Court does call the cases of the people versus Donovan Smith.
Good morning, Your Honor. Roger Kill on behalf of Donovan. Donovan, would you say your name for the record?
Donovan Smith.
Judge, may we approach?
You may.
Thanks.
With the other.
Judge, we acknowledge, receive the information on both matters. We waive its reading on both matters. My client would stand mute.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea as to all counts. Pretrial in this matter will be set for
February 17th at 1:30 PM. Judge Company.
February 17, 2026, 1:30 before Judge Oda.
Thank you, Judge. And as to bond, Your Honor, we're asking that, because of his cooperation, we're asking that bond be lowered to a PR on both matters.
Without objection, defendant's bond will be set at a personal recognizance, $25,000 bond in each case.
That means if you don't show. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
As soon as you get out, call me, okay? Okay, call me.
No, that'd be good.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. An update to call it?
Yeah.
Okay. I have two, whose cases?
That would be Mr. Cook and Miss Taylor.
Those ones I believe are going to exam.
They're gonna be held. Is there going to be an objection to, I think I have both troopers in Zoom. Is there an objection to that, or do I need to make a ruling on that?
I thought that we addressed this at the last examination. Trooper Sass is deployed and Trooper McNeil I discussed with opposing counsel. I believe it's fine, but I don't want to put words in opposing counsel's mouth.
We agreed at the last hearing.
I know for the trooper that's deployed, I think we did, but the other troop, you don't have a problem with that either?
I mean, I just found out yesterday that the other one was gonna be via Zoom. I just don't wanna delay it anymore, Judge. That's my issue.
Me either.
It took so long to get the video, so I mean, I would prefer the other one to be in person, but again, if that's the only way we can move forward today, then I'm fine with it.
And for what it's worth, I believe there's good cause for it to appear via Zoom. I can put that on the.
Well, right, I mean, I don't know if council's, all I'm asking is, did council stipulate to it, or do you need me to make a ruling as to the appearance via Zoom? I don't think with the trooper that's deployed, there needs to be a ruling because there was an agreement between the parties and the court that that would happen. As to the other trooper, I do not know, because I just found out this morning.
Would you be willing to stipulate, or do you want to make an argument on the record?
We'll stipulate, Judge.
All right, great. All right, then sit tight for a second. I'll try to call that one. Are those the only witnesses or?
For one of the cases, there's then Miss Taylor's other case with Miss Jackson. That one, we have different witnesses. Those ones should be here in person short.
Oh, okay, so I can do one of them because that the only witness is
Yes.
by Zoom. The other one, one of the witnesses is by Zoom, but then I'm awaiting the arrival of the other witness.
No, the other case, all the witnesses are in person. They just said they're running a little bit behind. They should be here shortly, but they're all
I
going
think
to.
that's what I just said, isn't it? That I'm awaiting those witnesses?
I thought you said one of them was going to appear via Zoom. Maybe I misheard.
Well, you're killing me, Smalls. Look, all right, the troopers that are here
Yes.
via Zoom, are they on the same case?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. That's what I didn't understand.
Okay.
Okay, fantastic. So their case, can I get that one done?
Yes.
That one I can get done because I'm not waiting on people.
Correct.
Okay, so give me a moment. We may start that one. I'm just gonna try to clear what I can.
Ready on me?
On who?
That's what I said I had.
Court does call the case, People versus Nicholas Meath.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joy Gaines, Senior Assistant Public Defender.
Nicholas Meath. Thank you.
Your Honor, we were unable to move forward today. Council wanted to ask the court to remand on an added count 3 of starting MCL 75.
Am I gonna get I need a complaint. Because if it's set down, I gotta have an amended complaint with the council.
Yeah.
Ms. Zenda knew that. Should have asked her, Hawthorne.
I would have.
She knows everything. How come you didn't ask her? You just thought you knew.
Oh, no, sir.
Oh.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Mr. Mays, have a seat. I just
Okay.
need an amended complaint and then we'll do it. Thank you. Once again, send it. Oh, boy.
Morning, Your Honor.
Yeah. It was. All right, I can do, so
One of hers.
I can do one of her. Is she in custody or not?
He is not in custody.
Not in custody, okay, so maybe they'll get that one out of the way. I don't have anything else, sure.
Not that I was told.
They'll do what?
Start the correspondence.
You know what? I'm done with you. It is not even 10 o'clock. I am so done. I'm just not. Court does call the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Corey Curtis.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook with the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexandria Taylor here on behalf of Corey Curtis, who is approaching the lectern. Mr. Curtis, please state your name for the record.
Corey Curtis.
All right. Date and time set for preliminary examination. We ready to proceed?
The people are ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Yes, we're ready to proceed, Your Honor.
All right, very good. You can have a seat.
And Your Honor, just a preliminary matter. I'm not sure how it's going to work via Zoom. I'd ask normally for sequestration. I'm not sure if the court can put one of the witnesses in a breakout room or something else of that way. They are.
I can do that. So you're lucky you have the witnesses sequestered. Which one are you calling?
I'm going to be calling Trooper Sats first.
All right. So we can put Trooper McNeil in a waiting room. They are in a waiting room. All right.
Ready? Thank you.
Yes.
People would call Trooper Ryan Sass.
Sir, if you could do that, turn on your video. There you are, sir. All righty. Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God.
Yes, sir.
Hold on a second. Let's try again, sir. We couldn't hear you. All right. State your name.
I'm Trooper Ryan Sass.
All right. Very good. I think we've got him now.
Thank you.
All right. Go ahead.
And good morning, Trooper. How are you?
Good morning, sir. I'm good. How are you?
Doing just fine. Trooper, I want to take your attention back to the date of February 10th of 2024. Do you remember that day?
I do. Yes, sir.
And specifically the early hours of that day between about 3 and 4 o'clock. Where were you during that time?
Yes, sir. I was patrolling Washtenaw County, Augusta, and Ypsilanti Township along Rawsonville Road.
How were you employed at that time?
I'm a trooper with the Michigan State Police, assigned at the Brighton Post, assigned to cover Washtenaw County.
Were you alone or do you have anyone else patrolling with you?
I had my partner, Trooper Austin McNeil. He was with me in the vehicle.
At any point that morning, did you have interaction with an individual by the name of Corey Curtis?
I did. Yes, sir.
And I don't know how well you can see the courtroom, but were you able to see the courtroom and could you see if the defendant, or could you see if you recognize Mr. Curtis in the courtroom?
Yes, sir. He's sitting at the table with his he's
Can you
wearing
just
a
say
black
what sort of
puffer
clothing he's
jacket.
wearing?
Set a black puffer jacket.
Yes, sir.
Record will reflect identification of the defendant.
Thank you. Where did you have contact with Mr. Curtis that morning? Sir, could you hear me?
Hold on, I think he.
Okay.
Say that one more time, sir. I apologize.
No problem. Where did you have contact with
Yes, sir.
Mr. Curtis that morning?
Yes, sir. I had contact with him at a closed vehicle wash that was directly adjacent.
Could you try repeating that again? Your voice sort of broke up at the end there.
Yeah, I apologize. I had contact with Mr. Curtis in a closed vehicle wash in the area of Rawsonville and Martz Road.
What was Mr. Curtis doing when you first made contact with him?
When we first made contact with Mr. Curtis, he had a large number of bills, like U.S. currency, that was splayed out in his hands, listening to music in his vehicle.
What did you do when you made contact with Mr. Curtis?
We asked Mr. Curtis to step out of the vehicle due to there were a couple of reasons. And pretty quickly into our interaction, we observed a firearm on the center console. Just with the area being, it's 3 a.m. It's a closed vehicle service station. We asked him out of the vehicle.
What happened when you asked the defendant to step out of the vehicle?
He stepped out of the vehicle. I asked to pat him down. He advised that there were no other firearms inside the vehicle. Shortly into the pat down, or maybe immediately after the pat down, I did observe a second firearm that was in the door of the vehicle.
So how many firearms were there total?
There were 2 total firearms.
And where did you locate those firearms?
There was one that was on top of the glove box in plain view from where we could see, even with the doors closed. And then the second one was in the driver's side door in that a little cup holder area that most doors have.
Were you able to determine if the defendant had a license to carry those pistols?
Yes, we were able to determine that he does have a CPL. There was a little bit of confusion as he kept advising us that he had CCW, I believe is the phrasing that he said, which Trooper McNeil and I were thinking that meant he was admitting that he was carrying unlawfully. We weren't sure if he was familiar with the term CCW for carrying a concealed weapon.
Other than the pistols, was there anything else of importance that you discovered during a search?
Yes, sir. In the glove box, there was some there were some drugs located. A TrueNarc scan, I believe, identified them as MDMA. And then there was also in the glove box another pill that it's bromazolam, I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's basically as far as my training experience goes, it's a sort of offshoot of alprazolam, which is a controlled substance. During the search of the trunk, we located a brown cardboard box, which had several bags of hundreds and hundreds, probably close to 1,000 in each bag of those pills. And then there was a red puffer jacket, similar to the style of the one that the defendant's wearing right now, except red, that also had the same style drugs inside of it.
Did you search the defendant's person or just the vehicle?
We patted his person down. I can't recall if we did a full search of his person, but we did search or did pat for weapons as well as search the vehicle.
When you searched when you patted the defendant down, did you discover anything of importance during that pat?
Not that I can recall at this time.
Do you have a copy of your report with you?
I do, yes, sir.
Would reading that report refresh your recollection?
Yes, it absolutely would.
I don't really have a way of handing the report to him, but I would ask the witness be allowed to refresh his recollection with his copy of the report.
Any objection to that process?
No objection.
All right. Don't read it out loud. Just see if it refreshes your recollection and then see if we can answer the question. Oh, there he is. Okay, I got it.
Do apologize for the technical difficulty.
It's all right, Trooper. He's keeps dropping and coming back.
Apologies for the technical difficulties.
It's all right. All right. Have you read your report and is your recollection refreshed?
I've not read it. I can do so now.
Okay, go
That's
ahead,
all right.
sir. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry about it. Mr. Cook, am I with you?
Yeah, were you able to read your report?
I was, yes, sir.
And did it refresh your recollection?
It did, yes, sir.
Did you find anything of importance when you searched the defendant's person?
Not on his person.
Okay. Other than the drugs located in the trunk, I believe you said, were there any other drugs in the vehicle?
Yes, sir. There were in the center console. There was a large quantity of marijuana as well.
Where was the defendant seated when you stopped or when you first made contact? Oh, go on.
Lost him. Nope, there he is. He's back. He's not back. Okay, go ahead.
Trooper, were you able to hear my last question or do you need me to repeat it?
He's muted.
One of those mornings.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Were you able to hear my last question, Trooper?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was not, no, sir.
Okay. The question I asked was, where was the defendant seated when you first made contact with him?
He was sitting in the driver's seat of the vehicle.
What did you do after you discovered the suspected drugs?
We attempted to interview Mr. Curtis pertaining to like all of the contraband located, the firearms, as well as the drugs inside the vehicle.
At any point, did you read the defendant or inform him of his Miranda rights?
We did, yes, sir. I read them directly from, we have a little card issued. It's called a UD52. I read the defendant his Miranda rights directly from that card. And then after, from memory, I believe Trooper McNeil also, he either reread the questions or additionally asked him to clarify if he understood his rights.
Did the defendant agree to waive those rights?
He did.
What did you ask the defendant about?
We asked him the origin of the drugs that we located inside the vehicle. We asked him about the firearms, where he had bought them, simple questions such as that. Yeah.
Did you ask the defendant any questions about the car itself?
I did, yes, sir. I asked him, I believe we had a trail of questioning as to how often he cleaned his vehicle, because he was, sitting in the vehicle service station. And I believe I just asked general questions about, how he had come to possess the car.
Did the defendant say who used that car or who owned it?
Yes, sir. The defendant advised that he was the only operator of that vehicle. And he also stated that he cleans it like religiously 3 times a week.
Just 1 second, Trooper.
Yeah, absolutely.
While I'm preparing something here, do you know what schedule alprazolam is?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
I have what I think it is, but
Trooper, did you take any pictures of the items seized from the vehicle that night?
I did, yes, sir.
Would you be able to recognize those pictures if you saw them?
I would, yes, sir.
I'd like to put up on the screen what's been marked as People's Proposed Exhibit 1. And showing a copy to Defense Counsel. Just 1 second.
He's gonna do, well, no, he should, it should take over our screen.
Okay, I have to turn the video conference on, so.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. He's gonna lose the courtroom, but I see. All right.
Trooper, are you able to see what's been put up on the screen?
I can, yes, sir.
We can't hear him. Oh, right.
Yes, I can
Okay,
see.
we won't be able to hear him. The only way that you're gonna be able to do it is screen share.
So I'll have to join the Zoom.
Oh, that's right, you're not in Zoom. Okay. You're gonna take it back off video? All right, go ahead.
So I will join the Zoom.
Oh, we just learned something there. So you'll have to join Zoom.
Okay.
Make sure your volume's down.
Yes, I am muted, so we should be all good. Just one second. Since I'm doing it on Zoom, I'm guessing I don't need to be plugged in here then. Is that correct?
Correct.
Meeting.
We do that, we just lose audio capability because we're in conference.
Okay. I am joining now. Let's see if I can figure out how to do the screen sharing really quickly. All right. May I put it back up and share my screen?
Yes, you may.
Let's see if this works. All right, there we go. Trooper, are you able to see what I'm sharing on the screen right now?
Yes, sir. Yes. Can you hear me?
And do you, yes, we
Yes.
can hear you. Do you recognize this
Perfect.
photograph?
I do. Yes, sir. I took that photo.
And is this a fair and accurate representation of the photograph that you, well, when did you take this photograph?
That specific photograph was taken after everything was collected and transported to the Michigan State Police Brighton Post.
And is this a fair and accurate copy of that photograph that you took?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, people move to admit what's been marked as people's proposed exhibit 1.
Any objection or voir dire?
No objection, for example.
Exhibit 1 is admitted.
And Your Honor, I do have a physical copy if the court wants, otherwise I can just leave it up on the screen, whichever the court prefers.
No, either way.
All right. So Trooper, drawing your attention to this photograph, can you see my mouse cursor by any chance?
I can. Yes, sir.
All right. So my mouse cursor is hovering over what appears to be a bag. What's that bag?
Yes, sir. That is a plastic bag that contained approximately, I can't recall off the top of my head, but it contained a large amount of the bromazlam pills.
And what about the bag just below that one?
Similarly, it's a plastic bag with a large amount of also bromazlam pills.
What about the other 2 bags?
The green one, same as the other 2. And then the other yellow one is the one that I believe we removed from his red puffer jacket that was located in the trunk. It just has less pills.
It looks like there's another bag sort of at the bottom middle here. What's that bag?
Yes, sir. That is the bag that I had mentioned earlier. I believe it came from the center console. It has 2 of the same pills that are in the blue bag, the same markings. Mr. Curtis also had previously admitted to knowing of the existence of that smaller bag and said that he was using it for personal consumption.
You mentioned there being markings on the pills. Do you remember what those markings were?
Yeah, I believe one of them was marked with B as in boy 707. I can't recall off the top of my head if they are all marked the exact same. The blue ones, I believe, are B707.
Do you know what the significance of that marking is?
That is the like pill manufacturers, from my understanding. And that's what pill manufacturers will mark as alprazolam.
Did you send any of these pills off for testing?
I did, yes, sir.
But just because we have multiple bags here, which pills from which baggies did you send for testing?
I would have to confer with the report to see exactly which colors and which pills I sent.
We'll get to that in just a second. Did you receive a report from that testing?
I did, yes, sir.
And if you saw that report, would you be able to recognize it?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to stop sharing for just a second while I put People's Proposed Exhibit 2 up. And Your Honor, may I put up what's been marked as People's Proposed Exhibit number 2?
That objection, yes.
Trooper, are you able to see what I just shared?
I am, yes, sir.
All right, I'm just going to scroll through so you can look at it and tell me if you recognize this document, okay?
Yes, sir. I recognize the document.
What is this document?
That is the lab report from the state police after they had had a chance to analyze the drugs that I had sent to them.
All right. And is this report fair and accurate representation of the report that you received from them?
It is, yes, sir.
Now, people move to admit what's been marked as People's Proposed Exhibit number 2 into evidence.
No objection, for example.
Exhibit 2 is admitted.
Thank you. Yeah. Trooper, I'm going to scroll down here to where it says evidence received. Can you see that, or do you need me to zoom in?
I can see that, sir.
All right. And are you able to see what pills you sent to the lab for testing?
Yes, sir. I can see that I sent the blue pills as well as the green pills.
All right. And looking at the results, what did the lab indicate those pills were?
The lab indicated that both items tested positive for the presence of bromazolam. Yeah.
Are you familiar with what bromazolam is?
I wasn't at the time, but I had done some research, and I am now familiar with bromazolam. Other than not being able to say it, yes, I'm familiar with it.
What is bromazolam?
It's a sort of imitation substance of alprazolam, also known as Xanax.
And can I take this down if the court's still reviewing?
That's fine.
All right. Thank you. I can have just 1 second, please, Your Honor.
You may.
Trooper, do you remember what road or intersection that parking spot was that the defendant was parked when you made contact with them?
Yes, sir. I believe it's Rawsonville and Martz Road.
Is that here in Washtenaw County?
It is, yes, sir.
If you would have no further questions at this time, thank you.
All right, thank you. Cross-examination.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Trooper Sass, when you were testifying, you said that you made contact with my client at a closed vehicle wash. Is that correct?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
However, isn't it fair to say that this was a touchless car wash?
Yeah, that's fair to say.
And these are typically open 24 hours a day, correct?
I can't speak for all of the washes. From my recollection, I believe that one was closed.
And do you have any evidence of any hours of business stating that it was closed at the time that you saw my client there?
No, ma'am, I do not.
And you would agree that this is a type of car wash that you can go into and you put quarters in yourself and wash your own vehicle, correct?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
And this is not the type of car wash where there are attendants, correct?
Not to my knowledge. I've never seen an attendance operating it.
And so when you approached my client, you stated that he was counting money, right?
Correct. Yes, ma'am. That's what it appeared to me.
Is it a crime to count money in one's own vehicle?
No, ma'am, it's not.
And isn't it also true that when my client handed you his license, he also handed you his CPL?
I don't recall.
Do you have any reason to disbelieve that?
No, ma'am.
And you were wearing a body worn camera that morning, correct?
I was, yes, ma'am.
And your partner was as well, correct?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
And it's fair to say that Trooper Sass, you stated that you had drove by a couple times and nobody got out of the car, so you wanted to make sure everyone was okay.
Correct, yes, ma'am.
So you were kind of conducting a wellness check, is that fair?
Yes, ma'am.
And so when you approached the vehicle and you saw my client, he was not in any type of distress, right?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
And roughly 27 seconds into the video, you asked why he was counting cash, didn't you?
I don't recall, but I have no reason to dispute that.
But again, one is free to count their own money, correct?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
You didn't have any recent reports of any bank robberies in the area, right?
Not that I can recall.
So you didn't have any reason to believe that the cash he was counting was not his own cash, right?
I would say the suspiciousness of the situation to me warranted further investigation, such as asking those questions.
What's suspicious about a person in their own vehicle counting money?
They're sitting in a vehicle at 3 a.m. in a darkly lit car wash and hadn't moved in, I'd say, roughly 35 minutes. To me, I find that suspicious.
Well, but what you said is that you were conducting a wellness check and you wanted to make sure he was okay, right?
Correct, yes, ma'am. Both things. Making sure nobody's
And
passed out.
And when you went to the vehicle, he was not passed out, right?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
And in fact, he stated that he had washed his vehicle, correct?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
And then he also said that he had threw away some trash in the trash can, correct?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
Specifically a McDonald's bag, right?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
And in fact, you went to the trash can at the car wash and what do we see? A McDonald's bag, right?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
And isn't it fair that you're on your body worn camera at roughly 7 minutes and 35 seconds in, you're having a discussion with Trooper McNeil and you say his side of the story of why he's there, it checks out, right?
Yes, ma'am. Well, those are the exact words. I don't recall that exact conversation, but given the situation, it's very possible that was me sort of joking around with my partner saying, yeah, it checks out.
And at roughly 12 minutes and 19 seconds into the video, you confirm that my client, in fact, has a valid concealed pistol license, correct?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
And at roughly 15 minutes in, Trooper McNeil asked my client if he could search the vehicle, and my client says no. You recall that?
I do not recall, but again, I have no reason to dispute.
And then Trooper McNeil says, well, since I have probable cause, I don't need your consent. Do you recall that?
Say again, ma'am. Was there a question I cut out?
At roughly 15 minutes, Trooper McNeil says to my client, well, since I have probable cause, I don't need your consent. Do you recall that?
I don't recall the exact conversation now.
Roughly 18 minutes in, my client again opens a trunk and pulls out a bucket in an effort to show he was there to wash his vehicle, correct?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
And you saw that bucket in the trunk, right?
I believe so. Yes, ma'am.
And then it's fair to say roughly 20 minutes in, a search of my client's vehicle is conducted, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you agree, you testified on direct that my client told you he washed and cleaned his vehicle roughly 3 to 4 times a week, right?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
All right, nothing further.
You read correct.
Yes, Your Honor.
Trooper, when you first made contact with the defendant, what odors, if any, did you notice?
Yes, sir. I smelled the odor of alcohol.
Did you see or observe any containers of alcohol in the vehicle?
Trooper McNeil, I believe, did the initial observation. And at some point, I believe he communicated to me that there was what he believed to be an open intoxicant. There was a bottle cap from one of what we believed to be a bottle at the time inside the vehicle.
Did you ever confirm whether there was any alcohol in the vehicle when you searched it?
Yes, sir. We confirmed that there was alcohol inside the vehicle, and we used a calibrated LifeLock PBT, which confirmed the presence of alcohol inside of those bottles, which were already opened.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else?
Yeah, just really quick. Trooper Sass, there was no field sobriety test conducted on my client, correct?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Was he charged with any alcohol offense?
Yes.
I believe we requested a charge for open intoxicants inside a vehicle.
But you agree that the alcohol that you testified that you found in the vehicle, that was after the search, correct?
From memory, I believe we knew that there was alcohol inside of the vehicle prior to the search. Trooper McNeil was a little bit more directly involved with the alcohol.
Okay, nothing further.
Okay. Anything else?
Not from this witness, Your Honor. Thank you.
All righty, Trooper, I think that does it for you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Apologies for
All
the
right.
technical difficulties.
No, not a problem. Do not apologize. And we appreciate your service. You take care of yourself. Come back safe, please.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
People would call Trooper Austin McNeil.
Okay. Trooper McNeil?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I could have your camera on. There you are, sir. All right. You can please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Cook, you may inquire.
Thank you. Good morning, Trooper. How are you doing?
Good morning, sir. I'm doing all right.
I'm going to try and keep this quick because I understand you have some other matters going on. So, Trooper, do you remember the morning of February 10th, 2024?
I do.
And how were you employed on that day?
I was employed by Michigan State Police as a road trooper with a Brighton Post.
And did you have contact with an individual by the name of Corey Curtis that morning?
I did.
If we could have the camera show the courtroom for identification purposes.
You got it. He's on a phone.
Okay.
Sir, do you see the courtroom? What's marked
Yes,
as
I do,
courtroom
sir. I
C?
can identify Mr. Kirsch is wearing a black puffer jacket.
Thank you. If the record may reflect, this witness has identified the defendant.
Without objection, record shall so reflect. Go on.
Trooper McNeil, when you had contact with the defendant, what did you do upon first contact?
Upon first contact, we announced who we were. I observed him counting a large amount of cash, parked at a location late in the morning, early in the morning. We had to have him turn the music down. We observed a firearm in the vehicle. At that point, we attempted to identify the occupant, confirm if he did have his CPLs. He was yelling he had a CCW at us, and we just continued our investigation from there.
At any point, did you search that vehicle?
Yes, I did.
Why did you search the vehicle?
Multiple reasons. So for one, the first firearm that I observed was sitting on his center console, unholstered, loaded. It's a camouflage. It was a Glock. I don't remember the model currently. That was unregistered. He admitted to me and I believe my partner, Trooper Sass, that he had purchased it through a private sale from a friend. I believe he had it for anywhere from 3 to 6 months. He had not completed the proper registration paperwork. So it was an unregistered pistol. He also had what appeared to be a bag containing alcohol in the front passenger seat on my side of the car. And there was a clear, it's what appears to be a red Solo cup with the clear cup with a red liquid in the very bottom that you can barely see, which we later determined to be the same mixer and possibly tequila that was in the bag that we searched for later on.
When you made contact with the defendant, did you notice any specific odor?
I believe we had the slight odor of marijuana. I believe once I reached in to get the gun, there was an odor of intoxicants. I did not originally observe it outside the vehicle, but when I reached in, I did observe it.
Nothing further for this witness. Thank you.
All right. Good. Cross-examination.
Trooper McNeil, you say you didn't observe an odor of intoxicants outside of the vehicle, correct?
Correct.
So your testimony is that you approached the vehicle and you observed my client counting cash, correct?
That was one of the many things I observed, yes.
And so prior to approaching the vehicle, you agreed that my client was at a 24-hour car wash, a touchless car wash.
Per my recollection, I believe so. Parked next to a closed gas station.
But he was in the car wash parking lot, correct?
It's a conjoined parking lot. They're together, but technically he was pulled just adjacent to that car wash, correct?
And you said that he had music on and was counting cash, but you agree it's not a crime to count cash.
A crime? No. Very suspicious at the time of the hour? Yes.
But you didn't have any reports of a robbery in the area, correct?
You are correct.
You didn't have any reason to believe that the cash he was counting was not his cash, right?
We could question it. His vehicle had been sitting there for a half hour to 45 minutes, possibly longer. We passed it multiple times through our patrols between responding to calls and making stops. We made contact, both suspicious vehicle as well as a welfare check. He could have very well been passed out behind the wheel due to a medical emergency, overdose. We didn't know what was going on. The fact that the vehicle was sitting there running at that 24/7 hour car wash for that long of a time period without it moving, we just didn't know what was going on.
So you said you wanted to do a wellness check, right?
Slash suspicious vehicle. It was odd. It had been sitting there for so long at a car wash without moving. And it was not in the car wash.
You use the words wellness check. And so when you approached the vehicle, you determined that Mr. Curtis was well, correct?
Like I said, it's both welfare check as well as a suspicious vehicle. So it's both. It was just, let's see what's going on. Is he okay? If a crime afoot, we don't know what's going on. It's odd. But yes, he appeared to be well, as he had music bumping so loud that we could hear it from our car to his.
And you say a suspicious vehicle, but the vehicle wasn't reported stolen, right?
Vehicle does not have to be reported stolen to be suspicious.
I'm asking a question though. It wasn't reported
Yes, you are
stolen,
correct.
was
It's
it?
not. No, it was not.
And so you approached the vehicle for the wellness/welfare check. You determined that he's well. And at some point in time, Mr. Curtis hands you his license with the CPL, correct?
No.
He did not hand you his license with the CPL?
No, he was pulled out of the car because he explained to it. He was started saying loudly he had a CCW. At that point, we weren't sure if he meant CPL. We were trying to communicate that with him. We were unsure why there was an unholstered gun pointing at me, just sitting on the center console. So we just had him step out the vehicle at that point. I do not recall if he actually had his CPL on him. But at one point, we did get his driver's license, but it wasn't like we asked for it at the window. Once we had the gun and everything else going on, he was just asked to step out the vehicle.
And so you were wearing a body-worn camera that morning, correct?
I was. I do believe there was an issue where it did not activate properly for the first 20 seconds, I believe. We had to manually activate it because we realized they did not activate.
Right. And so around roughly 7-8 minutes or thereafter, if you confirm on the video that you see his CPL in the system, you wouldn't dispute that, correct?
No, I would not dispute that. We did confirm he had a CPI. I just don't remember if he had the card.
And you stated that there was a camo Glock on the seat, but isn't it correct, per the video, that it was actually in the side door?
Wasn't in the seat. If I recall correctly, the gun that I first saw was camo. I could be misremembering the two, but the one I remember is on the center console facing me.
And you say facing you, but it was just on the center console. And when Mr. Curtis got out of the vehicle, it remained there, correct?
Correct, but unholstered. That's an odd position because if you're driving a vehicle, the gun's not going to stay there. So that's something you'd put the gun there after parking your vehicle. That's not something you drive with it like that.
You don't dispute that Mr. Curtis never handled the gun and never pointed it at you or Trooper Sass, correct?
No, and our observation, was not handling the gun and definitely did not point it at us. It was just faced in my direction upon making contact.
And so Mr. Curtis states that he was there washing his car up when he was being questioned, right?
I believe that was his statement, correct.
And he stated that he had threw away a McDonald's bag in the trash, which you or Trooper Sass confirmed that there was a McDonald's bag in the trash, right?
I believe Trooper Sass did, correct.
And then around 7 minutes, 35 seconds, Trooper Sass and yourself are having a conversation, and Trooper Sass says, okay, his story checks out of why he's here. You recall that?
I believe so. I believe upon review of the body-worn camera, I do believe he stated that.
Okay. And then around 15 minutes, you asked Mr. Curtis if you could search the vehicle, and Mr. Curtis said no, correct?
Correct.
And then you said, I have probable cause, I don't need your consent, correct?
I explained it to him that I was going to be searching the vehicle anyways. He attempted to dispute that I couldn't. Then I explained to him I have probable cause, I do not need your consent, technically, correct.
And then around 18 minutes in, Mr. Curtis even opens his trunk to pull out a bucket and show, like, look, I was here washing my car. You don't dispute there was a bucket in the trunk, right?
No, I do not.
And then Mr. Curtis asked if he could grab his hoodie because he was cold, and you said no and threatened him with an obstructing justice charge, didn't you?
I do not recall that. Now, if he stepped towards the vehicle without permission and just started trying to grab things, possibly. But I do know that we grabbed the hoodie for him when he requested a jacket because he was cold. So I do not recall that.
And do you recall at some point when you wanted to question Mr. Curtis, Trooper Sass said to you on the body-worn camera, he said he made a comment that you seemed agitated, and he asked, if you wanted him to question Mr. Curtis. Do you recall that?
No, I do not.
Okay. And then you would agree that around 20 minutes in, that's when you start searching the vehicle, correct?
I would have to review body-worn camera to get you a timeline.
Do you dispute if I'm saying that it's around 20 minutes in? Do you have any reason to dispute that?
No, but I have to review to confirm.
Understood. And then after you start the search, that's when you find a bottle of tequila around 21 minutes and 8 seconds, correct?
Correct. Very first thing I went and found was the alcohol I suspected in the vehicle. You are correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Nothing further.
Any redirect?
No, thank you.
All righty. Trooper, thank you very much. Take care of your family, sir.
Thank you. Have a good morning.
All right.
People have no further witnesses and we rest at this time.
Any witnesses for the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Motion.
Your Honor, people have moved to find over on an added count for creation delivery of counterfeit substance Schedule 4, that being under MCL 333.7402 parentheses 2 parentheses C. I don't believe
Doing what?
Sorry, I don't believe the evidence shows that there was actually an analog here. My understanding of the law is that analogs only for Schedule 1 and 2, and alprazolam is a Schedule 4 drug, not Schedule 1 or 2. So I believe that this is more properly bound over as that amended felony of the creation delivery of the counterfeit. The court heard testimony from the two troopers that they encountered the defendant, and after a search of vehicle discovery, I believe Trooper Sass said about 1,000 pills in the trunk that they put in various bags. the court saw the report and heard testimony that the physical characteristics of these pills were consistent with the controlled substance alprazolam, but the actual chemical analysis was bromazolam, not alprazolam. So it appears to be sort of fake alprazolam. I believe that the quantity
But is it?
is what?
Is it fake? Or is it some other drug that contains alprazolam?
My reading of the report is that these pills are bromazolam, not alprazolam. My understanding of
I get that.
my understanding
Go ahead.
of Trooper Sass's testimony, as well as the reports, that the bromazolam is not a controlled substance, but because it's labeled as a controlled substance, I believe it's effectively a counterfeit made to pass as alprazolam when in fact it's bromazolam.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying to me. I'm a little bit lost in your argument, but
Your Honor, what we have are pills that are themselves not controlled substances, but they are labeled as if to be controlled substances, and I believe, given the quantity and the nature of that, intended to be passed off as that controlled substance. And therefore, the possession with the intent to deliver those.
where's the toxicology?
I have a copy here.
Let me.
May I approach it?
She's seen it. You're looking specifically at the indication in the report that 1 and 2 are consistent with the pharmaceutical preparation containing alprazolam. However, the chemical analysis of 1 and 2 confirmed the presence of bromazolam, not explicitly controlled.
Yes, Your Honor. And my argument is because it's marked and prepared as if to be the controlled substance, but is instead what the court heard testimony is similar but not controlled analog, is that's a counterfeit substance that the defendant possessed with the intent to deliver, which is the 4-year felony under the PAC code that I cited earlier.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before we even get there, the reality is, Your Honor, the case law requires a valid investigatory stop must be justified at its inception. So let's talk about the inception, Judge. The testimony is clear from both troopers that this was like a welfare wellness check. So that is.
I don't think that's entirely their testimony. I think their testimony was that's part of why they did it. There was also an issue of the suspicious nature of the vehicle and its location, taking everything into account. So I think that's the problem.
Right, so that's what Trooper McNeil talked about, suspicious, but I question that because again, both troopers confirmed, Trooper Sass initially testified that the car wash was closed, but Trooper McNeil testified this is a 24/7 car wash. And so how can it be suspicious when you're at a 24/7 car wash? But even going with that,
Because
Your Honor.
the gas station next was closed. I mean, I get what you're trying to say about the car wash,
Right,
but my understanding of the testimony is the gas station is connected to the car wash and the gas station is closed. And also, so that we're clear, and I'll let you go forth with your argument, there's 35 minutes that the troopers are observing this vehicle not moving. They are approaching it to figure out what's going on. In part, also a wellness check. Find someone counting a large stash of money, while not illegal,
right.
but counting a large amount of money in a vehicle that hasn't moved in an area where the adjoining business or part of that business is closed at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So I'm
Go ahead with your argument.
Thank you. So I'm not entirely sure, and I don't want to miss anything if the troopers testified. Did Trooper McNeil say, because I don't recall if the gas station was closed, but either way, I confirmed that my client was parked in the car wash. But even so, Your Honor, the case law is that, you know, the valid investigatory stop, again, has to be justified at its inception and must be reasonably related in scope to the circumstances that justify the interference by police. And so here, even going with that, you know, so it's a combined welfare and suspiciousness because the vehicle is parked there for a period of time, Your Honor, that ends at a certain point because they approach the vehicle. My client is counting money. Again, that's not illegal.
Well, counsel, I'll let you go on with the argument, but I want to make sure that we're going to be talking about the same thing. If an officer approaches a vehicle for one reason initially,
Correct.
upon approaching it, then observes other things, I'm going to pray that you're not suggesting to the court that the officer can't go forth and then investigate that.
No, I'm not.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not done.
I know you're not done. I was trying to get an ETA on your point.
Exactly. So they
But go ahead.
approach the vehicle and then obviously they see the firearm. So again, you can conduct further investigation. So I'm with you. I don't dispute that. The case law supports that. The further investigation is confirming of the CPL, which we have between 7 and 12 minutes of this stop. And so at that point, we've confirmed, you know, Mr. Curtis as well. So like I believe Trooper Sass said, we wanted to make sure he wasn't passed out. So we've confirmed that he's well. It's suspicious that he's here for this period of time, roughly 35 minutes. And so we approach, we see him counting money, not illegal. Okay, what's going on here? We conduct further investigation. We see a weapon. He has a CPL. We confirm it. Then Mr. Curtis says, I'm here, you know, washing my vehicle. Look, I just threw a McDonald's bag in the trash. Both officers, both troopers confirmed that. They actually go to the trash can. Both of them look in there and they have a discussion with each other, Judge, at that point, which is 7 minutes in, saying, look, his story of why he's there checks out. And like I said, between 7 and 12, we confirmed the CPL. So the argument is, Judge, at that point, the stop ends.
What about the alcohol?
But Judge, that's not until 20 minutes. That's not until, so when I was asking Trooper McNeil, the timeline, you know, the search is around 20 minutes. The tequila is at 21. So that's after the search. And so the thing is, Your Honor, again, I would never suggest to the court a misstatement of the law, but the reality is Rodriguez versus US, you know, a seizure for a traffic violation justifies a police investigation of that, a relatively brief encounter, a routine stop, more analogous to a so-called Terry stop. And so Rodriguez stands for the contention, you know, the seizure is justified only by a police observed traffic violation, and it becomes unlawful if it's prolonged beyond the time reasonably required to complete the mission of issuing a ticket for the violation. And so even though, so we have here, Your Honor, yes, they can do the investigation, but the point is they did it. They did it. He was there to wash his vehicle. He said he threw that in the trash. We confirm it. They're talking to one another. Okay, it checks out. We confirm he has a CPL. The stop ends there.
Well, hold on a second though. Isn't there then, I mean, it seems to me that there are other issues going on because there is the alcohol issue, but then also I don't hear in the timeline the checking of the registering of the weapon. Because at some point, the defendant indicates to one of the troopers that he recently bought it.
Right.
But did not complete the registration process. And so what the troopers are looking at is an unholstered vehicle or an unholstered weapon that appears to be unregistered.
But the thing is that that's later, like that is right before they do the search. And so my contention is at this point,
What's right before they do the search?
when they check when they're talking about the registration of the gun.
Right, because they're investigating, you're saying that I just leave, once I determine a CPL, I don't have to, even despite any statements of the defendant, they're not entitled to go forth and question the registration of the weapon?
That's not what I'm saying, Judge. What I'm saying is that, again, we look at, and it's not even me saying it. I'm just quoting Terry v. Ohio.
I know, it's not you.
Yes,
It's some court telling me this is what I'm supposed to do.
So I'm looking
Go
at
ahead.
what is the purpose? What is the purpose? So it's a welfare suspicion, and I'm looking at, and I'm listening to obviously the testimony that was elicited. We don't have, anything. I don't believe there was anything necessarily officer safety, but even so, we have a Terry pat down. We have confirming of the CPL, and then we have checking out of my client's story. And so I don't dispute that there were things that happened afterwards, but in the timeline, the case law begs the question. It's like, at what point does the seizure become unjustified? And so based on my reading of Terry and his progeny, and like I said, People v. Champion, which is a Michigan case that I've been referring to, my contention is that at that point, when the CPL checks out, his story checks out, and even right before.
But counsel, I think the thing that you're missing, or maybe I'm missing in terms of your timeline, is at some point, the weapon that's on the counsel, your client indicates that he just bought it. And somehow there's a determination or some investigation as to whether or not that weapon is registered.
Correct. I'm with you.
So if that's the case, couldn't the officers continue that brief detention for the purposes of determining the registration of that weapon? That, I think, is one of the troopers testified. It's a little bit suspicious being on a center console unholstered.
But again, not illegal because he has a CPL, which they confirm.
Well, hold on a second. It's not illegal for him to possess the weapon.
Right.
The weapon has to be registered. You're not suggesting to this court that because somebody has a CPL, I can have all of the unregistered weapons I want.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where you were going.
No, I would never suggest that.
Okay,
But
just
we don't
because
have
I was
any-
gonna go get some weapons. No, go ahead.
We don't have any testimony from these troopers that these weapons were stolen, or anything of that. We have.
I don't think that's the issue. The issue isn't whether or not this weapon is stolen, whether or not any of that. He could have legally bought that weapon in a private sale, but he still has to register the weapon to be able to carry it. So if they're investigating that, I'll just shortcut this. I don't think they've gone beyond the reason as it's evolving for the detention. I mean,
But I guess the question is, was there ultimately evidence that it was unregistered?
I don't know, because the testimony that I heard was he had not completed the registration process. And that may have come from, as I understood it, the trooper relayed that came from the conversation they're having with your client.
And I see where you're going, Judge. And like I said,
Nobody ever sees where
I do.
I'll make a sharp right turn in a minute.
I will never misstate it. But again, my position is that we have the reason for this investigatory stop, dual, which I'm with you on that, the welfare and the suspicion because of the time and the fact that he's there for 35 minutes. But it's still my contention because, again, that's the case law looks at the reason. So what's the initial reason for the stop, which is undisputed, and the time to investigate that. And so it's just my position in the timeline that ended. Even if it didn't end when you confirmed the bags and the trash, my contention, it ended with the valid CPL. It ended because after that point, it turns into a fishing expedition because the longer that you're there, obviously, is more things, more things that you can come up with. So you can't take a conclusion and make the facts fit that. It's at the inception, so it can't be, we found all of this, and so now we're gonna say that the stop was good because look at
No, but I don't think, certainly I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it would be nice if officers approached the scene, had in their mind exactly what they think is going to be there, and then get there and nothing else be there, and then I'm done. It would be a nice world. I don't think that's the world. I mean, I think the reality is you're looking at a circumstance where, as these troopers approach, it's changing or morphing because they don't know when they approach the vehicle for a suspicious vehicle and that they don't know that it all of a sudden is going to be this issue involving a weapon. They don't know anything about any alcohol. They might have some hunch, which they can't necessarily go on. But all of a sudden, these things start to evolve. And while the initial thing may have started for one reason, as I'm finding these other things, I'm doing that. I think certainly there comes a point where their investigation would have to cease, or their detention would have to cease.
Agreed.
I don't think that was reached in this case. So while I understand your motion, you may be asking to dismiss or to exclude the evidence, I'm going to deny that motion.
Okay, and what about what counsel had brought up about the fact that ultimately the pills are essentially fake pills and not a controlled substance?
Well, that becomes a whole other issue.
Right.
Because
right.
I'm presuming that prior to the filing of this case, the people had in their possession the forensic report.
I believe that's true, but let me confirm with the file to see when the upload date on everything was. That is correct, Your Honor.
So then my question becomes, why is he charged at all ever with count 1 or count 2?
I don't want to put words into the charging AP's mouth or head, but
Well, you're all in office, so put them in there, just have at it. Because I'm asking the question, why is he charged with that?
I believe it was a misunderstanding of either the scheduling of alprazolam or the
2
requirement.
minutes on a Google, you know that it's a 4.
I understand, Your Honor.
Well, you don't even need 2 minutes.
The best I can say
In
is
fact, I can find out. I'm speaking to my phone. I bet you it comes back in seconds. It's a 4.
yes. And I believe it was.
But it's not even that. I mean, so first of all, I don't know that the charges should have reflected what's charged. That's number one. But because of what it is. But now you're seeking to amend it to a 4-year, but you knew, presumably you knew all along.
When I got this case and reviewed the file, that's.
Hold on, you guys are in office. It's not when you got the case, it's when your office got the case.
Yes.
You can't pass the ball saying, well, I didn't know, and this prosecutor didn't know this. You guys are all one.
I understand. I'm not trying to pass off the ball. I'm simply trying to tell the court only what I know from personal knowledge, because I don't want to make a representation that I'm not 100% confident.
Other prosecutors have done that. It hasn't gone well for them, but I'll let you go ahead.
I don't have an explanation, I believe, for why the case was charged this way. I had a conversation with Mr. Childers about this and how to proceed forward with it. We determined that this amended charge would be the proper charge.
Yeah, but why, if that's the proper charge, did you tell council I'm dropping 1 and 2 and we're just gonna go with this? Or is this all come up at the end?
I know I, in an email conversation, had mentioned that other charge. I would have to look at the email to see.
Right, I get mentioning it, but you can't. 1 and 2, counts 1 and 2 are improperly charged.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out why you wouldn't just tell council just flat out, because we can't show it. We're dismissing counts 1 and 2. And we will be proceeding on, I guess, an added count 4 of the counterfeit.
Give me just 1 second.
Because I'm sure, maybe I'm wrong, back when I was practicing, that might affect what I do at this proceeding.
I'm looking at my email, I did not make that representation to council that that's how we would be proceeding.
Why? That's all you could prove.
I'm sorry, I don't have an answer for the court on that one. It was a mistake on my part, and I'm sorry for that.
Okay. Well, I get it, but it's not a mistake. This should have never been charged this way. That's what I'm getting at. I mean, it's hard enough that people have to come here and defend their complaint. So here's what I'm gonna do. Any other additional argument?
Nothing for the people, thank you.
All right. What I'm going to do is counts 1 and 2, the people have not sustained their burden, cannot do that. I'm not going to allow the adding of a count 4. If you want to charge him with the count 4, then you guys charge him with the count 4. I'm not going to do it at this proceeding because I think it's wrong at the beginning. He will proceed to a pretrial on the open intoxicants in a motor vehicle, the 90-day misdemeanor at 14B before Judge Washington. I'll continue his not guilty plea as to count 3 on that. As it indicated, I'm going to find no probable cause as to counts 1 and 2. Those counts then are dismissed. He will proceed to count 3. We'll set a pretrial date for
February 26th at 9 AM, which is Washington.
February 26, 2026. What time?
9 AM.
9 AM before Judge Washington.
Thank you.
Bond will continue. Thank you.
Before we do the other exam, can we approach?
I don't think you guys want to approach me right now.
Okay, all right. We'll wait for.
You wait. Okay, thank you. What are they?
So the first one is the recall, because now I have the amended complaint.
Court recalls case of the people versus Nicholas Me.
People.
What's Gaines? This is going to me on a pretrial with a Monday.
This is on the record in the other courtroom. I apologize.
No, not a problem. Thank you for checking. So you can have a seat as soon as your attorney gets here. Court's gonna stand in brief recess.
All right. May be seated.
Two five B 147180. Morning, Mr. Duncan.
Hello, Judge Mike Duncan, appearing on behalf of the defendant Jacob.
Sir, you name?
Jacob.
Give me 1 second here, counsel.
Yep.
Your client, by the way, was sentenced on April the 9th. Obviously, he was not to purchase, possess, or consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I have here a show cause that alleges that he was in possession of alcohol, he tested positive for alcohol on January 3 of 26. How was he going to proceed on this?
Such would plead guilty and admit that he did drink.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you do that, this would be a first technical violation and you could receive 5 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I do have an appearance from you, right, Mr. Duncan?
Yes, I was on the case for.
All right. Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, Your
If
Honor.
you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. To the charge of failure to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, testing positive for alcohol, how do you plead?
How do you plead? Not guilty, Your Honor. No, oh, guilty, Your Honor. My apologies.
You don't have to apologize. Just slow down. I'm going to ask you again, to the charge that you failed to refrain from consuming alcohol, testing positive on a chemical test on January 3 of 26. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Did you consume alcohol within 3 days of that date of January the 3rd?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where were you drinking?
With a friend's house, New Year's Eve,
What were you drinking?
mixed drinks,
What kind of mixture?
alcohol, liquor, Your Honor,
What kind?
whiskey.
Okay, so you're drinking whiskey, you're going hard at it, eh? Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Let's see if Jessica's available here. If she is, I'll accept your plea. I find it to be an inaccurate plea made voluntarily and understandingly. That plea is accepted. Let's see here. Let me see if I can call it. Do you have her number?
20.
We're kind of low in probation right now, so let me see if I can get her. Do you have a minute to come in here on Barrera? Thank you. All right. What do you want to say?
Judge, positives is he had no positive test until New Year's Eve. He hasn't had a positive test since. He's remorseful. He called me and pretty much told me right off the bat that he messed up on that day. He said he was, in his opinion, I asked him why he thinks he did, because I've gotten to know him a little bit, and I thought he was taking sobriety very, very seriously. He said he had some peer pressure, had some predation, there's nothing wrong with that, and he just kind of folded. But since then, he hasn't drank. He starts his GED class. He's going to do that in Southgate. So he's got some positives going on, but he just had a relapse on that one day.
Peer pressure. Your name?
That's what I'm
Has he done everything else? He's testing monthly now, right? Peer pressure.
He is compliant in treatment, he is still on substance abuse treatment over at the guidance center. Obviously, this is something we'll address with them and keep them on through.
How old are you?
7, Your Honor.
Don't you think that's a little old to be worrying about what other people think?
Yes, Your Honor.
What would you like to say? Anything?
It was a foolish mistake that I won't let happen again, obviously, and I just hope to move forward from this.
Well, he's probably almost eligible for early discharge.
He would have been the only thing that was holding him back from early release was he hasn't completed treatment, but everything else is done otherwise.
Anything else, Mr. Duncan?
No, man, I think that's it.
I'll keep you on probation subject to all existing terms. No more of this. You pay cost of $75 to serve 1 day on the court work program and pay $35 for that. You are to test bi-weekly going forward during the duration of probation. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have the $110 to pay?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can go down the hall, pay that. They'll set you up on bi-weekly testing and 1 day court work. Take care, Mr. Duncan.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Your Honor.
Lambert, Melinda Lambert, thank you. I'm sorry, I gotta have these traffic records run for you guys. If you can just bear with me a second, okay? Once I get them out.
Yeah, most of them should be coming down, Judge. My apologies on that.
That's all right. We all may, don't worry about it. I'm gonna send this other stack down to have you run a record. Ma'am, your name? I'm gonna send somebody down there to get those, Heather. Good morning. Are you doing department reps?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna need somebody to come down here, get every file on civil infractions from these guys, take them down, have them run their records, and then you guys try to farm them back to me if you can, the traffic records. So they'll have to go to Heather, okay? Thanks.
Judge, most of them should be done. I believe that Vince got most of them from all of them.
Okay, good. All right, ma'am, your name? You're charged with failure to pay. I have. Why? I don't understand this. You posted a bond of 273 and a bond of 183. Are those in your names? No, they're in the name of Kathy Lambert. Who's Kathy Lambert? Is she here? She gonna let you apply the bond?
Yes.
Well, you gotta go call her and have her call the staff. They'll explain it to you, okay? You go down the hall. Hang on, listen to me. I'm gonna send the files down. Heather, Ms. Lambert's coming down. We just want to get confirmation from her daughter. She'll let her apply the bonds, make sure the figures are correct. If they are not, then send her back down, okay?
Okay, Judge.
If I made sense there. Go right down the end of the hall, man. You gotta show up and talk to me on these things when you don't have the money, okay? All right. Dania Imad Awad Al Sahim 25F245 287A and B. Good morning. What? You should have stayed in bed this morning. I don't know what's going on here. I'm not getting. Were you going to plead the expired plate and then he was going to dismiss file B? Is that what's going on here? So he had you pleading to file A, expired plate, and then he's going to dismiss the no proof because you provided proof, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yeah.
To the charge of expired plate, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Yeah, I'm gonna accept the plea. Do you have a valid plate now?
Yes.
You went to the Secretary of State?
Yeah.
All right, I'll accept that plea, 135. The other file is dismissed here, okay? On motion of the prosecutor, or the department rep. Good luck. You're all set. Go down the hall and make your payment. Thank you. You take these to Heather when you get a chance. Yes. I'm sorry. I don't think any of these had traffic records either. Let me just double check these. These need to go back. Those need to go to Heather. That can go down. This can go down the line. Yeah, I only have traffic records on any of these. Yeah, I got one on this one though. Israel Gibson, 258-149-809. How you doing? Your name? All right. Give me 1 second. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait 1 second. I would think these definitely take those down. Let me just double check these. This one doesn't need the traffic records. Go ahead. I'm sorry, your name again? You met with the department rep and you're going to plead to impeding traffic, true?
Yeah.
And that's what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay. I gotta check on something. Where's the Brownstown department rep? Can somebody grab the Brownstown department rep? I need to have them put some more information in there. Was there an accident? Was there not? You're gonna have to go see it again, ma'am. I'm sorry. Can you go do this for me, please? You find the Brownstown department rep, I'm not sure who's doing it, and hand them that back, and then maybe either no accident or injuries. Good morning. Adam Hasdick. 25W841208 A and B. All right, your name? Have a seat, please. I'm sorry. Have a seat right behind you there. I gotta check something. Lieutenant, I don't think we got the other Hatzik file here.
Judge, it's in my hand right here. It came down in this file, in the pile that came down just now. And
Okay,
I'm also showing on him when I pulled him up and you called him. It looks like he paid his insurance ticket already. He
all right. Why
showed
don't
proof
you-
at the
why
window.
don't
and
you,
paid that
Lieutenant, go
one.
down and get that Hatzik file for me, will you, Bruce? Patricia Sanders, 25W841019. Your name, ma'am?
Patricia Sanders.
All right, so you're gonna plead to impeding. This is minor damage, no injuries to that charge, responsible or not responsible? Failure to yield was dismissed. You're all set. 195, cashier into the hall to your right. Have a good day. Thank you. Theodore and Leonard, excuse me, 25W840930. Good morning, ma'am. Your name?
Sophia Lenny.
Good morning. So they moved to dismiss. You showed them the insurance. You're all set. Case dismissed.
Thank you.
Good luck. Chris, Chelsea Berniak, 25W841115. Good morning, ma'am. Your name?
Chelsea Ray.
All right, so you're gonna plead to impeding. They're going to dismiss the obstructed vision, right? To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
All right, 160 is your total. The obstructed vision's dismissed. You are all set. You can go down the hall and pay that. You're all set. Good luck. Thank you. Aiden Michael Sabuda, 25W841080. Good morning. Your name? What's your name, sir?
Keith Wood.
What are you, his dad?
Yep.
It's good that you came. You're gonna slow down, right?
Yes, sir.
Your dad, you're going approximately 90. You got a good looking face. You don't want to mar it, you know?
Sir.
What are you, 17, almost 18? Slow down. To the charge impeding, responsible or not responsible. 150 is your total. Original charge dismissed. Slow down. Okay. Good luck. Thank you. Thanks for coming. People against Sungo Han. 25F245374. Name?
All
right. You got to be careful. You're getting some tickets here, right? You're going to plead to impeding, right? To that charge, responsible or not responsible? All right, $200. I'll accept the plea, dismiss the original charge. There's no injuries, minimal damage. You can go down the hall and pay your $200. The original charge is dismissed. You're all set. Good luck. Perry. John Patrick Perry. Mr. Graziani in here? I'm going to go ahead and adjourn this 1 week. We'll adjourn that 1 week. Defendant's fiance is in the hospital. It says Katie Lynn Hill, 216R721721. Where's Katie Hill? Is she here?
She's on Zoom.
All right. Good morning, ma'am. You have to start your video and state your name.
Katie Hill.
All right, looks like Judge Hessen sentenced you. She took it under 7411, right, Lisa?
Yes, it looks like count 1 and count 2.
Raise your right hand, Ms. Hill. I got to see your hand. You solemnly swear or affirm I get to see your hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you have given these proceedings will be the whole true self you got. Ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so since you were in court and sentenced by Judge Hessen, which was back on December 3 of 24, have you been arrested? Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Is there a delay or something?
No, there's no delay.
Have you been arrested since that date? In December?
No, Your Honor.
24. Have you been charged
No.
with any other? Have you been charged with any other crime since then?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss these. You don't have any other cases pending, right?
No, Your Honor.
Case is dismissed. The agreement was to be taken under 7411. This is Judge Hessen's case. She's not here. There's no objection to the dismissal. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the case for the reason that there's been compliance. Congratulations to you, ma'am. Wish you well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, do I have that other HASDIC file, Heather? Is somebody bringing
I
that
did.
down?
I did give it back to him, Judge.
Okay, thank you. All right, come on up here, Mr. Hadzik, 26W841208 A and B. Hadzik? Come on up here. This is 26W841208 A and B. Your name? I can't hear you. Good morning. She's going to plead to impeding. He already paid the no insurance, you said, Heather?
Yes, Judge, it looks like he showed insurance at the window and we reduced it down to the $25 and he paid that.
I need Lieutenant Toller, please. So he paid the 25 on the no insurance. He showed his proof. And then we have a defective equipment. All right, let me see what he's gonna do on these. All right, Lieutenant, your name?
Lieutenant David Keller, Police Department.
Apparently, the defendant already paid the no insurance, paid $25. He showed the proof. That's what they can do. So I need you to rewrite these however you're gonna do it. Because we got the other file now. So you can go talk to him again real quick and then I'll have you back in front of me, okay? Thank you. Daniel Scott Brown, 25T647267. Your name?
Daniel Brown.
You're gonna plead to impeding, right?
Yes.
I don't know what to tell you. You can't do this. They're gonna dismiss the operating while texting if you plead to impeding. Is that what you wanna do?
Yes.
To that charge of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
$200. I hope it was worth it. I'll accept the plea, dismiss the original charge. Good luck. Christopher Michael Brown, 26T647400. Could I have Jose Antonio Uresti Valderas seated at the table there? Seated at the table there. Sir, your name?
Christopher Brown.
You're going to plead to impeding traffic, right? Responsible or not responsible to that? I'll accept the plea, $200. Yes, you're into the hall to your right. Good luck. Jose Antonio Uresti Valderas, file 25T647297. Good morning, your name?
Antonio Ortiz Valderas.
All right, you're gonna plead to impeding traffic, right?
Yeah.
You'd think people would stop doing this. I mean, I see it all the time when I'm in a car. To that charge, impeding, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
I'll accept the plea. The using a mobile device is dismissed, $200. You're all set. Cash, you're into the hall to your right.
Thank you.
All right, please don't do that again. John Harrison Sparks, 25T647161. And could I have Sammy Mohammed Barrick seated at the table here? No, seat.
Right there. Dave. No, sir.
No, you're good. You're good. Turn around.
I thought I was going.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
How you doing? Your name?
John A. Sparks, sir, Your Honor.
All right, so they're not gonna offer you anything. The victim was transported to the hospital, so we're gonna set it for an informal hearing. That's what you want?
Yes, sir.
Okay, give me a date on that, Heather, please.
For informal, Judge, we could do the 17th at 8:45.
17th of February at 8:45, okay? You can go down the hall, they'll print a notice for you, okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Sami Mohammed Barrick, 25T647849. Come on up to the podium, just watch him now. Your name?
Sandy Baraka.
Did they offer you impeding traffic?
Yeah.
You don't want to do that?
Well, I just have a reason, Your Honor, if just gonna, just take in a minute and just try to up to you.
I hate to see you get convicted of this and have these points go on your record. Listen, please listen. If you get convicted, the conviction's going on your record. They got you going 68 and a 50.
May I say the reason, if I may?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, we're not gonna have a hearing now. I don't even have the officer here, but if you want to go to hearing, I don't have a problem. I have no problem. I just want you to be aware if I find you responsible, the conviction's going to enter on you. That's all.
I'll leave it up to you, Your Honor, but what happens?
No, I can't have a hearing now, sir. The officer isn't here. And it's not fair to them for you to have a hearing and tell me your side without them telling me their side. I can't, you're looking at me puzzled, but I can't do this. It's not fair. So I'll set it for informal, but I want to caution you. He's got you going 18 miles over the speed limit. And if I think you were going 5 miles or 1 mile over the speed limit, I'm going to find you responsible. Do you understand that?
I don't understand.
Okay.
I was just hoping to see why for 1 minute this happened. It's very.
I can't have a hearing without him here. That's not fair to them, is it? You wouldn't like me to have a hearing with just the officer.
I'll leave it up to you, Your Honor.
I'll set it for informal. You can come back. I'll listen to what you have to say. I just can't have a hearing without the other side here. That's not what we do. So give me an informal hearing date, Heather.
February 17th at 9:00.
February 17th at 9. Okay, so go down the hall, get your notice. I'll listen to what you have to say when you come back. I'll listen to what he has to say.
Thank you.
I'm just telling you on its face, you're not going to win. You're not going to win when you're speeding. These are not criminal charges. I don't want to hear that you didn't see the sign or you didn't know the speed limit or anything like that. And just tell him.
It was a civic duty, sir, to the hospital, that's all. It was, I use this route always for past 40 years, twice a day. I was going to go golf for a.
You're going to insist on having this hearing. Are you a doctor?
Yes. And a critically ill patient at Cornwall, I was just half a mile away and I had to go. The patient had 3 amputations and she needs to see me to change her advanced diabetes before she goes to the
Did you tell the officer
I
this?
did, honestly, respectful, I did, and I was very respectful, and I stopped immediately. I saw him exactly when it came after me, and I told him I apologize, and there's a reason for that.
Okay, so just so you know, it's not my discretion as to whether or not you should have been issued a citation. And I'm sympathetic. That's why they're offering you impeding. And I don't know what to tell you. I can't authorize people to speed under those circumstances. I get it. I'm not the issuing officer. I can't do anything about it. If you told him this and he issued the citation, I don't have the authority just to start throwing tickets out on a basis like that. I want you to understand that. It's not that I'm not sympathetic. I get it.
Whatever you decide, Your Honor, I'm mistaken. Respectful.
Call in, Trent. Call in the Trent. Have a seat right now.
phone back there.
Robert Anderson. Robert Andrew Anderson, 25F 245 298 or 26F 245 298. Good morning, sir. Your name?
Robert Anderson.
How you doing today?
So far, so good.
All right. So you're going to plead impeding traffic, right?
Yes,
Responsible or not responsible?
responsible.
I'll accept the plea. 150. the total. You're all set. 150. And I'll dismiss this left to center. So 0 points won't go on your record. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Come on up here, sir. If your name.
Sir, please check, please, Your Honor.
Come on up here, Mr. Baraka. Sami Mohammed Baraka. 26 P647489. Your name again?
Sami Baraka.
Is officer, oh, you wrote this ticket.
I believe so, Your Honor, yes.
Okay. Did he tell you about this, having to go to the
He also
hospital?
told me that he was trying to beat the light.
What did he tell you exactly?
On the first approach, I believe he mentioned several police officers' names. And then he also,
So, well, you're mentioning Trenton police officers' names, so that you can get a break based on that? You weren't doing that, were you, doctor?
No, I was just.
Just telling them that you knew these guys.
Really, very, a little bit for me, and asking when I stopped, if he to take.
All right, let him finish. Go ahead.
and then he said he was checking out a patient prior to surgery. And that he was just trying to be polite.
Checking on a patient, that's a little different than what you told me. You were going to perform a surgery?
The patient has 2 amputations, and she is supposed to have the 3rd amputation above the knee right now, okay? This patient is critically ill, and she needs to change her code status advanced direct. She doesn't want to be resuscitated if it has to come to on the table. But she cautioned everybody, if the code status didn't get changed, she's gonna sue and make a big mess to the whole institution.
She's going to sue?
Yeah, that's what she said. So basically, I have to change on the attending on the case. Nobody can do it except me. It was 7:30 in the morning. So that's all what happens. And it was just maybe less than half a mile. Dunhorn and between Dunhorn and Corwell, there isn't very much distance. I almost got there. And I was in speed. And I told him, I apologize for that. Even he asked me what's going on.
Well, I thought you were speeding because you needed to get there in a hurry.
Yes.
Which was it? Why are you apologizing then?
Because I know that's a violation. And I in respect to my even argue, I said, I was speeding. I did my own.
Did he argue with you?
Not at all.
I can't treat you differently, though. That's the problem. You feel comfortable that you want to go through with this, officer? I'm asking you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I can't do anything, sir. I'll set it for an informal hearing. And that will be on February the 17th at 9, okay? All right. Thanks a lot. And it's not, what are you, lieutenant now or? Sergeant, okay. Edom Hadzik. 26W841208A and B. All right, Mr. Hadzik? Where's Mr. Hadzik? Come on, sir. I'll tell you what. So you met with the department rep. You're going to plead to impeding. The insurance is already taken care of. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
And then they'll dismiss the defective equipment?
Yes.
To the charge of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
I'm right work. I'm got traffic.
He's got you for defective equipment here. Equipment violation. I don't know what it is, but is that what you want to do is plead to impeding?
Yes.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Yes. No.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
No. Impeding traffic
Oh.
with the understanding the defective equipment will be dismissed.
Yes.
Listen, I want to make sure you understand. If you plead responsible to impeding traffic, that's 0 points.
0. Oh.
It won't go on your record, and I'm going to dismiss the defective equipment.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Oh. Oh.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
All right, to the charge of impeding traffic, do you plead responsible or not responsible?
No.
What does no mean?
I do not see. I'm traffic responsible. I have and
Hang on. To impeding traffic, do you plead responsible or not responsible?
yes.
Responsible?
Yes.
You sure? All right. I'm gonna cut down the fines for you since you paid $25 on the insurance, okay? I'll charge you $130.
130.
You go down there, take care of that, and the insurance I don't have to address, Heather, so I'm not writing on there.
Thank you. I pay go down.
Right down the hall.
Okay, thank you very much.
Have a good day.
You too.
Okay. Amran A. El-Khatib, 26F245393, A and B. All right. What is your name, sir?
I'm not okay.
I don't know what I'm doing with. Who's Flat Rock? Can you ask him to come in here? John, let me see. Maybe I.
Not phone in there either.
Well, thank you. Gotcha. I can't tell what they're doing here. Have a seat right behind you, okay? I'll be right with you. Jonathan Barker, 25W871-841038. Mr. Barker, your name?
Barker?
You're gonna plead to impeding, you're gonna dismiss the distracted, right?
Yes.
To that charge of impeding, responsible or not responsible?
Possible.
I'll accept the plea, dismiss the distracted. 150 is your total. Cash your end of the hall to your right, okay? Brian Belanger, 25W84. I'm sorry, 26W841168. You come on right up there. There you go. Name?
Right about there?
All right, so you're gonna plead the impeding traffic, true?
Yes, sir.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Possible.
All right, I'm gonna accept the plea. 150 is your total, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day. Joseph Aho. 25B149895. How you doing? Your name?
Joe Aho. Here, how are you?
Good. You're gonna plead to impeding?
I am.
Responsible or not responsible for that? Thanks. 150. Cashier end of the hall to your right. You're all set.
Thank you.
Chief, I just need to know, like, if he can write on, I don't know who did that. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I just want to be more clear.
Okay.
A and B's got, and then he writes this B. I don't know what he's doing. Is that he's gonna have to plead to impeding file A, dismiss file B.
Okay, take care of that.
Thanks a lot.
It's like training day. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Israel Gibson, 25B149809. All right, how you doing? Your name?
Israel.
All right, so you're gonna plead to impeding, you're gonna dismiss the failure to yield causing the accident. It says minor, no injuries, no disabling damage. You're going to plead to impeding, true? To that charge, responsible or not responsible? I'll accept the plea, dismiss the original charge. 195 is your total, okay?
Thank
You, Trevor Moran, 26W 841248. Dane?
Trevor Moran.
All right, you're gonna plead to impeding, right?
It's your honor.
All right, you gotta be a little careful here, okay? Let's see. All right, to that charge of impeding, responsible or not responsible?
Possible.
Plea is accepted. 170 is your total. The limited access is dismissed. You're all set. Thank you. People against, Kimbrough. Carmen Renee Kimbrough, 25W8388876, 24G306090, RB and 24B147331.
Ready, Your Honor. Good morning, everyone. Has been for comment. Thank you.
Your name, ma'am?
Marina Campbell.
All right, let me just check these. She owes 45, she owes 435, that's 480. She owes another one, 285, that's 735. Oh, wait a minute, 480 plus 285 is 765, and then she owes another 189. 869, 949, 958.
I got 954.
All right. I'm gonna pay all that today, right? She has, why has she been ignoring us like this?
She had a baby in September. She was making payments prior to that. She got a steady job. Doesn't make that much.
Where does she work at?
UHM.
Where?
UHM, a mortgage company.
Miss Kimbrough, did I ask you to come and talk to me if you didn't have the money to pay these?
I believe so.
I know so, because I tell everybody that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll make this is the pay because.
Ma'am. Did I ask you to come and talk to me if you didn't have the money?
Yeah, I spoke with.
Yes or no?
Yes,
Did you come and talk to me when you didn't have the money?
not you personally. but
Well, I didn't, there's no other judge here except the one next door, and they wouldn't have sent you to her.
I didn't know any better than that. I apologize.
You're not really close to keeping up on the payment plan. You know that, right? You were supposed to pay $75 beginning August 1 on file 908. You didn't pay anything.
Judge, I think her last payment was July 30th, but.
That's on another case. Then you were supposed to pay $75 after fines and costs were paid on that case. You didn't do that. You got to take your hat off, sir. And then you were supposed to pay, I believe, all of the 24 case that day.
No, I had a payment set up for all of them because of closely they were in setting.
They were close in time because you didn't show up on this one, the 24 case.
Correct.
We're still playing around with the 24 case, and this is 26, right?
Wait, what was on the 26th?
This is 2026. This is a 2024 case. You're playing around with a case already that's 2 years old or thereabouts. I guess it's only 13 months. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt if it's from December of 24. I just get agitated when I offer people the opportunity to come and talk to me, and then they don't talk to me, and then they come in 6 months later after they're supposed to pay and say, give me time to pay.
I understand that.
Do you?
I just had a misunderstanding. I figured.
Misunderstanding. I think I make that pretty clear. I know I make that pretty clear. You had all kinds of misses on these cases. You live on Fort in Brownstown?
Correct.
How much does she make in her employment?
He takes home about 2,000.
Well, how much she make per hour?
16,
How many hours do you work?
40 hours. I work in Pontiac.
You're making $640 a week and you're driving all the way to Pontiac?
Yes, currently. I have a baby. That's how I maintain my insurance. And
All right. Okay, enough. Just show me some respect in the future. I'm gonna let you pay you're gonna tell me how much you can afford to pay and when. And then you're gonna understand, if you don't have the money, you're gonna either park yourself in front of me on or before due date at 8:30, or you're gonna call the court. You and I are gonna go on Zoom and you're gonna ask for the extension. So I'm gonna let you set up your own payment plan. You can be the judge right now.
We talked about 200 a month starting February 15th.
Heather, I don't care how you set these up. There's 4 different files. 3 are mine. 1 is Judge Heston's. Just set her up at 200 per month, if you would, please, beginning February 15th. They're going to give you a printout. If you don't have the money on any of the due dates, what are you going to do? You're not going to get on the phone with me, but you'll call the court and we'll go on Zoom. Good luck. Thank you. Jason Robert Barnett. 260-647-488. Can I have a Ms. Nash over here, please, seated at the table, my right, your left? Your name? Good morning. You're gonna plead to impeding, right?
Yes, sir.
Responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
All right, I'm gonna accept your plea. $150, and you pay that. You can go down the hall and take care of that.
Thank you.
Have a good day. The speeding's dismissed. Nash. Amira Harvey Nash, 25T-647-349. Your name? You're gonna plead to impeding traffic, right? To that charge, responsible or not responsible? Okay, I'm gonna accept the plea. Fines cost $150. Dismiss the original charge, and you are all set. Good luck. All right. Lawyer, Mark Andrew Lawyer. 260-647-474. Could I have Backus and Adams Mendez and then Santilli when they get up? One of you at a time. You guys are going to be next. Backus, have a seat at that table. Your name, sir?
Mark Lawyer, sir.
All right. You're going to plead to impeding traffic, right?
That's correct, sir.
It says no injuries, minor damage to that charge, responsible or not responsible to impeding.
Responsible.
Plea is accepted. Original charge dismissed. 195. Cashier end of the hall to your right. Good luck. Thank you. Erasmus Backus. 25T-647-353. Your name? You're going to plead to impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible to that? What's your record like?
Good.
I don't have his record.
Used to be not so good.
I gotta have the record. Take your time. Have a seat right there behind you there. Jacob Adams Mendez. 26B150104. Your name? All right, defective equipment, and you fixed the tail light. The officer observed it. I don't know what this means. Officer Harbedian, your name? Are you moving to dismiss this?
Wait, dismiss it. I didn't know it.
I'm fine if that's what you're gonna do. You want to dismiss it?
Yep, I went out and observed the
Case dismissed. Motion of the officer. Good luck. Christian Vincent Santilli. 25 F245191. Your name? Your name, you're gonna plead impeding, right?
Yes.
Responsible or not responsible to this?
Responsible.
I'll accept the plea, dismiss the speed. 160 is your total, okay?
Yes.
Cashier end of the hall to your right, and you're all set. David Gapsky. 25B149869. Good morning. You're gonna put your name?
David Gapsky?
You're gonna plead with speeding traffic, true?
Yes, sir.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
I'm gonna accept the plea. 150. Cashier end of the hall to your right, and the speeding's dismissed. Good luck. People against Pazakol. 25W841255. Sorry, 26W841255. Your name?
Paul.
How you doing?
Thank you very much, Robert.
You're gonna plead to impeding traffic, right?
Right.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
It's a commercial vehicle. 180 is your total. You're all set, okay? 180. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning. Nice to see a smiling face. Grayson, Drew Deshawn Grayson. 25G719663. Your name?
Drew Deshawn Grayson.
All right. You're charged with a violation of probation. You were placed on probation on September 23 of 25 by me.
I will.
And I have a violation that alleges count one. That you failed to attend your scheduled probation visit on January 15 of 26. Do you understand the charge? Count two, that you failed to attend a domestic violence program with 8-week follow-up. Do you understand the charge? Count three, you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Count four, that you failed to clear all of your warrants by October 30 of 25. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't have any prior technical violations. This would be four, however. And if you plead guilty or found guilty of any one of the, or all of those, I should say, you could get 93 days jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a trial of any kind. You understand that?
Your Honor.
All right. You have the right to an attorney. I'll be happy to provide you with one at public expense if you would like one. Would you like a lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm entering a not guilty plea for you. I am going to let you go speak to a lawyer, and I'll enter a not guilty plea, and you will speak with the lawyer, and then you will come in and see me with the lawyer. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So Vince or somebody, can you set him up with a lawyer? Whoever the probation lawyer is, you go out in the hallway, they'll set you up. Jerez Bacchus. 25T647353. Your name?
Christmas Bacchus.
All right, so you're going to plead to impeding, right? And they're going to dismiss the holding or using a mobile device, right? To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
All right, I'm going to accept your plea. Fines and costs are $200.
Thank you.
You can go right down the hall and take care of that. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Bowen. This is Kinesia Casual Bowen. 25, let's see. 25W841114A and B. Your name? So you're going to plead to obstructed vision?
Yeah.
And that's 2 points. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You gonna take care of that tint? You gonna take care of that tint?
Yes, I have a doctor's appointment.
I can't hear you.
I have a doctor's appointment. I went to the eye, exam place. They told me that they couldn't diary to me before. I had to go see my doctor.
Is this is what you want to do with all? Is that right?
Yeah.
To the charge obstructed vision, responsible or not responsible? I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss the no insurance for you. And I'm gonna charge you $135. You can go down the hall and take care of that, and you're all set. All right. Mohammed Buda? Did I screw his, this is 25B149982. Your name, sir?
Mohammed Buda.
You guys, do you have, you're Mr. Hasdick, right? What's your name?
Amram Okiti.
What happened is, if I can say that, I'm gonna make sure you don't know his name. I understand. Your name again, sir?
Mohammed.
You're gonna plead to, impeding traffic, right?
Yes.
Responsible or not responsible to that?
Responsible.
All right, I'm gonna accept the plea. 150 is the total. And you're all set.
Thank you.
Original charge dismissed. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Amanda Rose Garcia, 260-647-509.
That's me.
Good morning. Nice to see you bopping up there like that. You're gonna plead, your name?
Amanda, yeah,
You're gonna plead to impeding, right?
yes, I am.
Good to see somebody smiling in the 33rd District Court. To the charge impeding, responsible or not responsible? Plea is accepted. 150, you're all set. Have a great day. Thank you. Jeremy Ray LaForest, 25T646641.
Jeremy LaForest, good morning.
Good morning to you. All right. I set a motion to set aside default judgment. I'll go ahead and grant it. You met with the department rep. You're going to plead to impeding traffic, true?
Yes, sir.
All right. To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'm going to accept your plea of responsibility. I'm going to ask you to go down the hall, make sure everything's in order with the bond. The total's 165. So if that's in your name, you should just be able to apply it. And it appears that it is. I don't have to send him down, do I, Heather?
No, Judge, we can just, unless he wants a receipt, we can just apply
If you
it.
want a receipt and go down the hall and get it, otherwise you can leave the building. We're going to apply the 165, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Omran A. Elk Hatib, 26F245393, A and B. Good morning, sir. Again, your name. All right, so you're going to plead to charge A, expired plate. Is that true? And then you're going to plead to impeding traffic on file B, and they are going to go ahead and dismiss the speeding. Is that right?
Yes.
And is that what you want to do?
Sure.
The charge of impeding traffic on file B, file B, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
And to the charge of expired plate on file, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
All right, I'm going to accept the plea on file A. To expired plate, accept the file to impeding on file B, dismiss the speeding. It's 155 on the impeding, and it is 135 on the expired plate, 290. You can go down the hall and take care of that, and you're all set. Thank you. John Jeffrey Medvich. That has to go rubber banded or something here. John Jeffrey Medvich, 25F 245323, A and B. Your name? All right, so they're going to dismiss file B, which is the stop sign. And then you're going to plead to impeding traffic, right? To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
File A, the plea is accepted. 155, file B is dismissed. Motion of the office or the department rep, okay? You're all set. Good luck. Thank you. Justin Riney, P5B 149654. Riney? Justin Riney?
They are on Zoom, Judge. It should
Okay.
be.
Mr. Riney, you have to start your video, sir. This is 25B 149654.
I'm on.
Your name?
Justin Riney.
How has this case been going on since October?
Because of my work schedule, I'm out of town more than half the month, so I've not been
Yeah,
able
but
to.
you didn't appear, you gotta, I can't,
It's because I'm not in town, and whenever I get back to my house and the letters in the mail, the notice to appear, I've already either missed the date or I passed it. So that's why I tried to request a Zoom this last time, and then they sent another, notice to appear in person. And it's just been a schedule conflict. I'm home probably 30% of a month. So that's been the challenge. And really, I'm just concerned about the points. I have a letter from the state that I can take a class to drop the points. I've posted.
Did you talk to the department rep?
I talked to an officer in a breakout room, and he said that he would have to send an
Brownstown,
informal.
who's got Brownstown today?
Officer Harbedian, I believe, is here for Brownstown, Judge.
Well, you got a bad record here, you know that?
Yeah, I drive a Dodge Charger.
Just telling you,
get a lot of attention.
I can't give you impeding. That's why he didn't give you impeding. So I'll set it for an informal, but you're gonna have to be here. You got it?
Yeah, I can.
I'll let you appear by Zoom, but give me an earliest date you can. This is way old for me.
Schedule right now.
No, I'm talking to my judicial clerk. You're gonna have to appear by Zoom. I don't care if you're working or not. We doing this the 17th, Heather?
Yes, Judge, we can do it then. We could do 9 o'clock.
At 9 a.m. February 17th at 9 a.m. Okay?
Yep.
So you can either be in person, so write it down. I don't want you to miss this, or I'm not going to set aside the default. I'm still not setting it aside right now. So make sure that you're here on time. I'll be here on time, okay?
That one I will need to be Zoom. That's the week I'm up north.
That's fine. I don't care.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, good luck. Megan Marie Lambert, 25F245321. All right, ma'am. Your name?
Megan Lambert.
Do I have any of those cases of the state cases yet? Heather, what's going on with all those? You're going to plead impeding, right?
Yes.
Responsible or not responsible? We're going to dismiss the disobeyed traffic signal. Please accept it to impeding. 150 is your total. You're all set. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Ingeson, Janine Ingeson, 25W841231. Randy Jenkins, have a seat at the table here. And Clement will be next. Your name? All right, so no injuries, minor damage. You're going to be careful, right?
Yes.
You're going to plead impeding. They're going to dismiss the failure to stop or assured clear distance. To that charge of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible. All right, I'm going to accept the plea. 195, you're all set. Yes, you're ready to haul to your right. Thank you. Randy Jenkins, 26B150206. Your name? You're going to plead impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible to that. All right. I'm going to accept your plea to impeding, Mr. Jenkins. I'm going to dismiss the speeding. 150, cash your end of the hall to your right. Good luck. Clement. Zachary D. Clement, 167701649.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Maxwell Dubin, P number 86012 on behalf of Mr. Clement, who appears via Zoom with consent.
Let me look at your.
Your name, sir?
Zach Clement.
I was more, not even trying to bring you up her case particularly.
So you guys can't do the exam next week?
Let me just check my calendar, Your Honor. I think we just set it for 2 because we actually don't have audio and visual. It's an older case, so I know sister counsel is working with the officer to get that correct audio and visual, but that's all we're needing. So I gave it that 2-week buffer just in case, Your Honor.
It's already set for the 17th at 10.
That's what we're going to do?
Yeah, that's 2 weeks.
Yeah. All right, sir. You waive your right to have the preliminary exam within 7 days of the date of the probable cause conference. You waive that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and I'll accept the waiver. We'll set it for the 17th. You're gonna stay in front of Judge Hess and Mr. Dubin. And that'll be February the 17th at 10, okay?
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Great to see you and your staff, and hope you guys have a great day.
You too, thank you. Well, I think I'm gonna see one of you guys today, aren't I? Or maybe it's tomorrow. I don't know.
I think it's tomorrow.
All right, Shakira, thanks. Shakira Nicole Lindsay, 25B149577A. Your name, ma'am? You're charged with failing to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, testing positive on a ETG test on January 7 of this year, January 7 of 26. That is the charge. If you plead guilty, if you're found guilty, you could get 5 days in jail. Do you understand that, ma'am? And did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today? If you plead guilty, you will be giving up other rights on the advice of rights, and we will not have a hearing of any kind. Do you understand that? You have the right to a lawyer. I'd be happy to provide you with one at public expense. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Would you like an attorney to represent you?
No.
Okay, I'm going to ask you then, to the charge that you failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, testing positive on a chemical test on January 7 of 26. How do you plead? Did you test positive for alcohol on that date?
Yes, sir.
Did you consume alcohol within the 3 days preceding that date? What kind of alcohol and where did you drink it?
Wine.
Anybody force you to plead guilty? Were you by yourself?
Yes.
Why'd you do that?
I was cooking pasta and I was using my wine for the pasta and I just must get a little cup and then I got my color job and everything.
This isn't a good sign. I mean, this is only like a month after I put you on probation, right?
Sir.
All right. What do you want to tell me before I sentence you? Anything?
I'm sorry. I'm so disappointed in myself. I don't know. It hadn't even been that long and it was so irresponsible.
Who's your probation officer?
Jessica?
Have you done anything else? You do your court work or community service?
Oh,
I want you to take this to Jessica, please, you guys. Ma'am,
yes,
anything else?
that's all.
Pay additional costs of $75. I'll keep you on probation, serve 1 day on the court work program and pay $35 for that. Defendant to test bi-weekly. Defendant to test bi-weekly until August 3rd. I'll make it July 3rd. Then monthly. So you gotta go test every other week now. I mean, you were before, but
Yeah.
you were only supposed to do it another month. You can go down the hall, pay your 110, go meet with Jessica, set up your court work program and change your color. Okay?
Judge, 110?
110.
Okay, that's the today.
That's the cost. The $75 costs and $35 for the court work program. Okay? Good luck. Paul, Kevin, you too. And then you'll meet with your probation officer, Paul Kevin Del Piaz. 26 T647304. Good morning, sir. Your name? Your name?
Paul, Kevin Middleton.
Good morning. You're going to plead to impeding traffic, correct?
That's correct.
And then they're going to dismiss the speeding. To that charge of impeding, responsible or not responsible?
Impeding, yes.
All right, I'm gonna accept your plea. 150 is your total. I'll dismiss the speeding. You're all set. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Wheeler? Janelle Marie Wheeler, 26 T647468. Your name?
Janelle Weaver.
All right, so you're gonna plead to impeding, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Responsible or not responsible to that?
Responsible.
Okay, I'm going to accept your plea. 150 is your total. You can go right down the hall and pay that, okay? And I'm gonna dismiss the amber light. You're all set. Good
Yes,
luck.
Your Honor.
Thank
Thank
you. Ken Hall Senior, Michael Ken Hall Senior, 260-647-477. All right. So you gotta be careful, Mr. Hall. Your name? All right, so you're gonna plead to impeding, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. To that charge, responsible or not responsible? All right, 165 is your total. How much do you have today? Okay, pay 100 today, and then you tell me when you can pay the rest.
Pay the rest, Brian.
Pay 100 now, and I'll just give you until the 10th to pay the rest, okay? That's a week from today. All right? Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nicholas Renninger, 25 W840858. Defendant failed to appear. He's responsible as charged by default. Samuel Schaefer, 25 W840858, 26 W841202. Case number there. All right. Defendant failed to appear. He's responsible by default. Javion Samuel Edwards Owens, 6F245297. The defendant failed to appear. He is responsible by default. Kurt Anthony Scheffler, 260-647-296. Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
Your name?
Scheffler.
Nice to see you, Mr. Scheffler.
Nice to see you, Your Honor.
Everything going all right?
Everything's going on.
Good. All right, you're gonna plead to impeding?
Yes,
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
responsible.
All right, 160 is your total. I still think about your dad a lot for whatever that's worth. I really do. All the things he used to say taught us a lot. You should be proud.
Yes.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
Give your family my best. Richard Alex Bowl, 260-647-528. Could I have Jason Collins seated at the table here? Good morning. Your name, sir? All right, you're going to plead to impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible to that?
Responsible.
Please accept it. 155. I'm going to dismiss the speed, okay? We're all set. Thank you. People against Jason Robert Collins, 260-647-481. Your name, sir?
Jason Collins.
So you're going to plead to impeding. To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'm going to accept your plea to that charge, sir. I'm going to dismiss the speeding. $150 is your total.
Thank you.
You're all set. Have a good day. Go down the end of the hall. People against Stephen Barton, 26B150194. B. And also A. Your name?
Stephen Martin.
So as I understand it, you're going to plead responsible to expired plate. That's file B. And then you're going to plead to impeding traffic. That's file A. And they are going to dismiss the speeding. True?
Yes, sir.
To the charge impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
To the charge of expired plate, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Please accepted. 155 on the speed, 135 on the expired plate. And how much do you have today?
Currently, I don't have any.
When can you pay this?
I'm sorry.
When can you pay this?
I get paid tomorrow,
Tell me when you can pay it. I don't need to.
next week and Wednesday, I'll have all.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you until I'll give you until the 17th to pay it all. If you need more time, you call the court. We'll go on Zoom on or before the due date, and I'll be happy to give you an extent. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good luck. Austin John Kitchen, 2625 F245182. The defendant failed to appear. He is responsible as charged by default. Do I have any state case here? Crystal Star Utic 2 5 F245166. Lisa, do I have any one of those cases yet? I mean, I had the one that they're setting the exam. The Ms. Hudik's responsible by default.
There's an informal ready. I have no one else on Zoom.
What case is that?
That's Singh. Gurwinder Singh.
Gurwinder Singh, 25M621412. Gurwinder Singh. And it should be Trooper Schmidt. Mr. Singh, you have to start your video. Trooper Schmidt, you have to start your video. All right, Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh, you have to start your video, please. Mohammed Faisal, come on up here. 26B149504. Your name?
Mohammed Faisal.
You're going to plead to impeding, right?
Yes.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Yes.
Please accept it. 165, you're all set. Cashier, enter the hall to your right.
Good
Thank you. You got to start your video, Mr. Singh. You got to start your video. I can't do it without looking at you. Susan McNeil, 26B150236. Hamza Mokalari, have a seat at the table, and the same thing with Robert Turner. Come on up to the podium, ma'am. Tell me your name.
Susan McNeil.
You're going to plead to impeding traffic, true?
Yeah.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'm going to accept your plea, ma'am. $150 is your total.
Your Honor,
Mr. Singh, you have to
Your Honor,
start.
just give me, Your Honor, just give me a couple of minutes. Let me go to another room. There is so much noise in this room. Let me go to another room. Just give me a couple of minutes.
Quickly. I got the trooper waiting. 150. Cash, you're in all to your right. Thank you. Hamza Mokalari, file 25. B150101. How you doing?
Good morning.
Your name?
My name is Tom.
You're going to plead to impeding. They're going to dismiss the speeding, true?
Yes.
To the charge of impeding, responsible or not responsible? Please accept it. 150. Cashier, under the hall to your right, and you're all set. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Robert Turner. 26W841223. Your name? You're going to plead the impeding. You're going to dismiss the failure to yield. It says no injuries, minor damage. You got to be careful though. To that charge, impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible? 205. Please accept it. Failure to yield is dismissed. You can go down the hall and make your payment. Good luck. Thank you. Heather Marie Timmons. 24T642857A. Ma'am, your name?
Heather Marie Timmons.
You've got a charge of violation of probation here. It is alleged that you did fail to refrain from violating a law, being convicted of drug paraphernalia possession on December 10 through the 27th District Court. If you plead guilty or if you're found guilty, this is a violation of law. You could be incarcerated on this charge, which you pled to operating while impaired for a period of 93 days. Do you understand that? Did you sign the advice of rights and read and understand the rights?
I didn't.
I just want to know if you understand these rights.
I think I did.
Well, did you read them?
Yeah.
Did you understand? Well, if you don't understand something fully and completely, I want to explain it to you. Do you understand all these fully and completely? If you don't, I'll cover them with you.
I'll read here.
You are presumed innocent. You have the right to a hearing. They have the right at that hearing to cross-examine your witnesses. You have the right to testify or remain silent. If you remain silent, that silence would not be held against you. If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a hearing of any kind. Do you understand that? Mr. Singh, you got to pull over. If you're in a truck, you pull over. Got it? I'm not.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm just finding a safe place. Just, yeah,
Well,
5 minutes.
Hey, I'm not giving you long. You should have been, your case was scheduled for 10. Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 10. I was actually in the meeting
Pull
first,
over,
but then,
Mr. Singh.
then
Pull over. You're presumed innocent. You have the right to testify or remain silent. They have to prove by a preponderance of the evidence that you're guilty here. You have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers to bring in those witnesses, and to testify or remain silent. And if you remain silent, that silence would not be held against you. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Hang on, slow down. I don't know why you want to keep talking. I can understand. I know you want to keep talking, but you're trying, you can't wait to tell me something. What is it? You shouldn't be talking about this case then.
I'm just saying that, I don't know that, right now, like, because I don't know if this is relevant before we finish that.
Well, why don't you talk to a lawyer? I'm going to tell you.
That's what I'm doing. So,
Hang on, slow down. I'm going to tell you, you have the right to a lawyer. We got lawyers out here that can talk to you and represent you. Would you like a lawyer to represent you?
I'm hiring a lawyer. They adjourned, $1 adjourned, because I'm getting a lawyer. I withdrew my plea and,
They allowed you to withdraw your plea?
sorry,
They allowed you to withdraw your, hang on.
told there was nothing I could do.
Don't talk about that case. You filed a motion in front of Judge DeSanto, and she said you can withdraw your plea. Are you sure?
Yes, she adjourned it till the 18th, I believe it was 18th at 11.
I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea. I'm gonna go ahead and set this for a probation violation hearing. I'll note you're going to hire. You said it's the 18th?
Yes.
Give me a date right after the 18th, if you would, Heather. Ma'am?
Okay. You want to do March 3rd, Judge?
Is that a problem?
What date, what did she say?
March 3rd.
Sorry?
March 3rd.
Sure. What day is that?
March 3rd.
Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
At what time? It's in the morning, I'm assuming, so then I've got some available.
Okay. I want to make sure you're available. March 3rd at what time?
8:45.
At 8:45. Okay? Is that all right with you?
Yes.
All right. We'll see you March 3rd at 8:45. And I'm going to expect you to have a lawyer in here with you then, right?
Yes.
You said you're going to hire your own, right? And you could afford your own, right? All right. Good enough. Good luck. Go down the hall, get your notice. Gurwinder Singh, 25M621412. Mr. Singh, I don't dislike the Giants, but you're going to have to take your hat off and tell me your name. Mr. Singh?
Hello?
Take your hat off. You have a hat on. You have to take your hat off. Am I just crazy or what is going on? Mr. Singh, can you hear me? Mr. Singh, take your hat off. Libya, Page, Merkel. 260-647-306. How are you?
Morning.
Your name? Huh? Hold on, you're gonna plead to impeding, right?
Yes.
Responsible or not responsible?
I got.
I thought you were gonna plead to impeding traffic.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. You don't wanna have a hearing or anything? All right, to that charge again, impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible? All right, I don't accept the plea. You're all right, you're fine. 150, cash your end of the hall to your right, okay? Speed's dismissed. Good luck. Arslan Asgard. 26T647501. Your name? How you doing? Your name, you're gonna plead to impeding, right? To that charge, responsible or not responsible? I'll accept the plea, 160, cash your end of the hall to your right. Good luck. Michael Quinn, I'm sorry, 26T647507. Or wait a minute. Ryan Michael Quinn, 216-647-507.
Good morning.
Your name?
Brian Michael.
You're going to plead to impeding. They're going to dismiss the operating while in texting. True. I don't know why people are doing this. I see them drifting all over the road when they're doing this. I don't get it. I don't understand it. To that charge, impeding, responsible or not responsible? I'll accept the plea, dismiss the original charge. 220 is your total. Cash your end of the hall to your right. Good luck. Eric William Gates, 216-647-516. How you doing? Not bad. You're gonna plead, your name?
Eric William Gates.
You're gonna plead to impeding, right?
Yes.
To that charge of impeding, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Plea is accepted. 160, cash your end of the hall to your right, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. William Joseph Kaspersky, 24B708300. Is Drew Grayson here? You'll be next. You can come on up to the podium. Your name, Mr. Kaspersky? Judge Hessen took this under 7694A. Probation says you're compliant. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury the testimony you're given these proceedings will be the whole true self you got.
Yeah.
Yes? Yes?
Yeah, I'm hard of hearing.
Oh, okay, okay. Since you were in court and she sentenced you, have you been arrested?
No.
Any new charges pending? You stayed out of trouble. Case dismissed. You're all set. Good luck to you. I wish you well. Nope, they'll send you the discharge. Judge Hessen will sign it. Thank you. Drew Deshaun Grayson, 25G 719663. Where is Mr. Singh at? Have we seen him back here, Heather? I'm not going to keep the trooper waiting all day.
He's not logged back in, Judge.
He's not?
He has not.
Your name?
Good morning, Mr. Grayson.
Mr. Grayson, your name?
Drew Grayson.
All right, so how's he going to proceed?
We've got 4 violations. This is Ms. Wiles, matters probation officer in this case. He's pleading guilty to all 4 of the violations.
Call her in here, will you? If you please.
She's not here.
Yes,
She is. That's here?
Yeah.
Oh, she's there?
Yep.
You plead guilty here, your 749A status could be revoked. I'm sorry, your 769 status could be revoked. 7694A status could be revoked. Conviction entered, you'd be subject to a 93-day jail term. Do you understand that, sir?
Sure.
And to just, again, sign, read, and understand the advice of rights form. If you plead guilty here today, you'll be giving up all those rights and we are not going to have a hearing of any kind. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is the count one that you failed to attend your scheduled probation visit on January 15 of 26? How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to attend that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the count two that you failed to attend and complete the domestic violence program with 8-week follow-up? How do you plead?
Guilty.
I'm sorry?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Did you fail to attend and complete that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the count three that you failed to pay your fines and costs? How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the count four that you failed to clear all your outstanding warrants?
Guilty.
By October 30, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Step on probation.
Did you fail to clear all your warrants by October 30 of 25?
Yes, Your
Did you
Honor.
fail to pay all your fines and costs?
No, yes, Your Honor.
And again, did you fail to attend and complete the domestic violence program and fail to attend your probation visit on January 15 of this year?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody forced you to plead that?
I know.
What's he doing? He's not taking this very seriously.
Yeah, it's not got a lot of comments right now. He's having a hard time with things.
With what?
To stay employed during this time, but he's had to go with friends. He doesn't have his own home. He's missed some of the notices that got sent in the mail. He's also got 3 children that he cares for, and logistically it's a problem because he's working in Plymouth at St. John's. He's living with friends, so
What does he do at St. John's?
he's a dishwasher, one of the restaurants at 5.
Go ahead.
He's living with friends on the east side. Daughters have to go to school. And one of his children's autistic, and he is divorced or getting divorced from the person who was involved in this matter. So everything is kind of falling apart at once, and his car got repossessed, which is where he kept his records, which is why he missed the court date. He got the date wrong at that point for his last probation appointment in January 15. He did reach out and he tried to email Ms. Wiles, but she was off at the time. She acknowledged she did receive the emails, but didn't like to run out.
Is she coming in here, Jen?
Yeah, she's coming.
Vince went to get her because no one's answering the phone on probation.
Oh, jeez.
So,
you know, again, you feel free when I'm calling you, Beth, to stay in there and just zoom in.
Judge, I gotta get up and out of my office and go to line and playing catch up.
Your name?
Elizabeth Foster, Your Honor.
He's pled guilty. I'm not sure I'm real excited about the excuses I'm hearing right now. What do you have to say here?
For me, Judge, I met with Mr. Grayson for his instructional in person. At that time, he indicated to me that he was homeless. He had no email, no phone number, no address. So he left in hand all his referrals and his return appointment. With my inability to contact him, I issued the show cause, Your Honor, when he missed that appointment. So I don't really have anything positive to say other than he received his paperwork, but then I didn't hear back from him until last week. He emailed me, but I was out of the office. I was out of town.
Anything you'd like to say?
Judge, I guess my suggestion, we've got to get this domestic violence test done. He does have the money to pay for the test now. Obviously, money's been a problem. Since his car got repoed, he ends up getting to work by taking an Uber from the east side up to Plymouth every day.
Speak brief. Your Honor, this is my first time I've ever been in any kind of trouble. Life kind of fell apart for me all at the same time. I am divorced. That happened in December. I wasn't making a lot of money. And before my car got repossessed, most of my money went from taking my girls to school.
Did you graduate?
Yes, sir.
No disrespect, but why are you working as a dishwasher? What do they pay?
$19 an hour.
It's not bad. I might go over there.
I was a general manager before all of this happened. I was a general manager at a trampoline park, making over $60,000 a year.
Well, why aren't you pursuing some other avenues?
So I have an interview for a manager job at McDonald's, which is around the corner from where my childhood home is. So I don't have to try to get to St. John's. St. John's hired me, and it was the best job I could get for the highest amount at the time.
It's just all been a lot, Your Honor. I do have the money to get registered for the class today. I did take care of Royal Oak and their, warrant. Wyandotte is $750. I paid that down to about $400. Detroit's $200, and Centerline is going to be a reasonable amount of money, so I'm leaving that for last. So it's all been a lot. I'm not making excuses by no means, Your Honor. But this,
I'm gonna set a sentencing date about 6 weeks out. I'm gonna make sure you're in the domestic violence program.
Sorry.
I'm gonna make sure that you have surrendered on your warrants. You got it?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm gonna cut you a break this time if you do what you're supposed to do, but you have been ignoring us. I'm questioning whether or not I was having a bad day, because obviously I didn't convince you how serious this was. You don't want this nonsense on your record. You got a domestic violence plea, and the conviction will enter if you keep doing this. Give me a date about 6 weeks out, Heather.
It'll be March 17th.
Have we heard from Mr. Singh?
I
March
guess he
17th,
logged,
March 17th at 8:30.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Your Honor.
Go down the hall, get your notice. Thank you. Have we heard from Mr. Singh?
I guess he logged back into Judge Hessen for some reason, and they told him to come here, and he has not shown up yet.
What is going on? I'm not keeping this trooper here another minute. Who told him that?
He did. She's watching the Zoom over in Judge Hessen's courtroom.
Call Carl and tell him if.
Oh, I'm sorry, Carl, Jack. I'll give him.
I mean, that's not fair to him. Nicole Marie Arban. Two six S 572-770. Good morning, Ms. Arban. Your name? What's going on?
I was, sorry. I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. You don't even have to say a word. He didn't show up. You win, okay? Just relax.
It's just on sync on my phone and I got pulled over and I've never been pulled over before and he said it was on my phone. While driving, but I was on sync, which I thought was,
It is legal.
yes, so
Unless somebody's changed something that I don't know about.
now when he said on the phone, I just didn't sync because I didn't know, like, if I'm doing something wrong.
You're fine. Case dismissed.
Thank you.
You have a great day. Nice to see somebody humble. Ruth Ann Abdo, 260-647-188. They're calling over their trooper. If I don't have them here in 5 minutes, I'm gonna enter a default or something. I can't babysit. Your name? How you doing? You're gonna plead to impeding, right? To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
All right. You all right? Okay, I'm gonna accept your plea. Dismiss the speed. 150 is your total. Cash your end of the hall to your right. You're all set. Have a good day. Right down the end of the hall.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Mario Lopez Hernandez, 2-6T-647-487. Did they find him in there? Did they tell him to log on here? I don't understand.
I have one here.
Where is Mr. Mario Hernandez? Was he in person or was he on Zoom, you guys?
I did not see him on Zoom at all, Judge.
Are you walking?
That's what I'm the one.
Well, can you yell for a Mario Lopez Hernandez?
I will.
Thank you. Are you the young lady I called early in the call?
They just brought this file down.
Judge, her files were still sitting down here. Didn't realize that her files came down, but just to give you update on her, her daughter is not allowing the bonds to be applied.
You got a problem. Come on in, Mr. Hernandez, 216-647-487. How are you?
Good.
Your name?
Or it is?
You're going to plead to impeding traffic, right?
Yes.
That's what you want to do?
Right.
You don't want to have a hearing or anything? All right.
I mean, I just don't hit the points.
I know, I get it. I'm just, I'm just having fun. To impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible? Please accept it. Speed's dismissed. 150, you're all set.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead and enter a default against Mr. Singh. We're not babysitters. Gurwinder Singh, 25M621412. Trooper, your name?
Investigator Schmitzer.
And indicate defendant logged on. We lost him. He logged on to Judge Hessen's. Don't be surprised if I reset this, Trooper. I mean, it's not right, but I'm gonna go ahead and enter a default at this time. I mean, you've been sitting here for 40 minutes now. Case was scheduled for 10. Defendant logged in. He wasn't stopped. That's it. Default judgment entered. Thank you very much. If you have a phone number and he comes in, chat with him, Heather, and get his phone number in case this guy comes in here any minute. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you,
And
sir.
we call you then, Trooper, as long as it's real soon. Melinda Gale,
No problem.
Melinda Gale Lambert, 25D6453788 A and C. Well, you got yourself in a pickle here, Ms. Lambert. Your name?
Melinda Lambert.
Your daughter won't let you apply the bond?
I actually went out there and asked them, can I pay cash today and let her keep her bond? I have $400 on me.
They didn't let you pay cash?
They told me to come and see you to verify all that.
Well, you have. How much does she owe on 378C, Heather? It looks like 273. We'll send back your daughter her money. You pay that today in full. And now you owe 183, but you only have 400, right?
Yes.
I'll just let you pay 127 on that case. You pay 127 today and the balance is waived. And that's on file number 378A. So I'll waive the balance for you. You go down and pay your $400 and then we'll return the money to your daughter. Okay? Have a great day. Do I have any state case ready? I think I've gotten one or two, so
Not on Zoom. I'm assuming they're all in person.
my gosh. John, you look like you're working hard. Don't work too hard.
Hello.
Hey, do you have a case ready for me? It's 10:37 or 10:42, and I don't think I've received the case yet. Except the one where we adjourned the exam.
Leanna Belcher is here for Pittman, but Pittman's not here yet because they're locked up. Valentine just got brought over, but that's an 11 a.m. exam. Still waiting on.
Attorney's meeting with them.
That's what it is. We don't have attorneys.
Me-
Kind of for docket today.
Good. Well, we should be able to move it through then, okay?
Yeah, as soon as my witnesses show up on the 11th, it's a 3-witness exam. I think they want to hold, so it should not be a long one though.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
What are you here on? What are you here on?
Expungement for some of that stuff from 30 years ago.
You know what? I got the expungement in my,
What's your name?
Brad, a TA.
What?
I think I have.
What time are you supposed to be here?
11 o'clock.
Can you grab that for me, Sadie?
What?
This, it's an expungement. It's right on my desk. Let me check it out, Mr. Tidick, okay?
I'll give that.
When is the last time I saw you?
30 years ago.
I mean, you look familiar. I can't believe I remember somebody from 30 years ago. You were in front of me a lot then, weren't you?
No, there was some settlement.
And, this case here. All right, let me see what I can do. Let me see that. Oh, you got your lawyer showing up too. You got the clean slate deal.
Yeah.
My God. I was a young kid. You realize I was like, this was my first year on the bench. It seems like another lifetime.
And the, oh no, there's been like a ticket or two, like, speeding. And, well, we've had a little banter over the years.
What's that?
So we always had a little banter over the years.
I was not nice to you?
No, I mean, friendly.
All right, well, that's good. Let me see something here.
There was an infamous case over the house.
Heather, is this, can you tell me? Yeah, this has to be a domestic case, right? I mean, a state case?
The state case.
Yeah, Lisa, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take this to the prosecutor. Lieutenant, do me a favor, or what are you now, Inspector?
Your friend.
Listen, do me a favor, go take this to the prosecutor and have her look at it.
For sure.
The domestic prosecutor.
Okay.
John's running around here. I'll be right with you.
Comfort going.
Relax, take a deep breath.
All right. Let me make sure. Is he pleading in two cases or?
Two, Your Honor, as per the file ending in 222, three people are unable to proceed.
All right.
Motion to dismiss.
All right. People being unable to proceed in that case. That case is dismissed on the motion of the defendant. And then in case ending in 0150, plea form indicates the defendant would be pleading no contest to an added count 2 of larceny, 200 to 1,000, the 1-year offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. In the other matter, the case ending in 1294, it's the court's understanding that the defendant would be pleading no contest to attempted resisting and obstructing a police officer That's an added count too. A 1-year offense, and upon his successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That is correct.
That is correct, Judge. Nolo plea in 150 civil liability.
Civil liability as well.
I haven't sworn.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
State your name.
How you doing, Judge? My name is Carlos Hicks.
All right. So it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead no contest to 2 misdemeanor charges. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. First being in case ending in 0150, larceny 200 to 1,000. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court cost. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And in the other case, it's attempted resisting and obstructing a police officer. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration and $1,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. You understand do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes.
All right. 2 things about it I have to make sure that you understand. The first thing is it means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest these charges. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
All right. The second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. I further have to advise you that in the case ending in 1294, while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Washington in the 14B District Court. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, understanding all of that, do you still wish to plead no contest?
Yes.
To the charge of larceny, 200 to 1,000, how do you plead?
No contest.
To the charge of attempted resisting and obstructing, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now, you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No.
Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights, which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, or pleading no contest, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the records to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, sir.
and of your own free will.
Yes, sir.
All right. In the case ending in 0150, the court has been handed and has reviewed Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 2411308. And in the other matter, the court has been provided and has reviewed Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office report for their case number 2565738. Counsel, any objection to the court having reviewed those reports?
No, Your Honor.
Based upon a review of those reports, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt to the respective charges in those reports. Sir, I do have to advise you, if between the time I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined in the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to these pleas?
No, Your Honor.
No, Judge.
And have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's a satisfaction.
All right. In the case ending in 0150, court will accept the defendant's no contest plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered in that file. Sentencing will be
February 25th at 12 p.m.
February 25th, 2026, 12 noon, and that's before me. Bond in that case will continue.
If we could be heard on bond.
In the other matter, court will accept the defendant's plea of no contest to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14B probation. Sentencing in that case will be
March 5th at 10 a.m. with Judge Washington.
March 5th, 2026. What time? 10 a.m. before Judge Washington. As to bond,
Your Honor, we are asking that the court considers reducing his two remaining bonds to PR bonds. His sister is here today. If he is released, he plans to return to Ozone House, and continue to live there. His sister has indicated that she would help him get to wherever he needs to be and would make sure that.
before you go on, is there going to be any objections from the people?
I was just going to leave it in the court's discretion, noting that I believe it's set due to his failures to appear at PCC. I believe he failed to appear twice. But certainly since the court is sentencing him on one of them, I would leave it to the court's determination whether or not the court wants him in custody until that day.
And the person in Ozone is here.
We would concur in the request for release, Judge, and would note that he has taken responsibility.
I'm going to set I don't need any further argument. Set the defendant's bonds at $5,000 personal recognizance bonds in these matters. With the admonition, Mr. Hicks, one of these cases is before me, so I dare you not to show up. You hear me? Thank you.
You don't gotta hear me no more.
Who? Okay, that's all I have. Why, you know what? When did he roll up in here? He been here all day?
Got it. There's some weird topics. Oh, so the 11 is going to wait.
The 11 a.m. is going to wait, please, too?
Yeah, but I.
You two are my favorites,
So.
outside of Miss Thomas.
Prosecutors, I haven't seen them. We're down to 2. So.
I got it.
Yeah.
Who are the prosecutors on that one?
Overwater and Childers.
On theirs.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm waiting though on Johnson.
You're bringing Mr. Johnson.
Are they still going next door?
They are.
Your Honor, we'd ask for permission of Mr. Johnson to remain.
That's fine, he can remain seated. All right, state your name, sir.
Mark Johnson.
Thank you.
Move to dismiss, Judge.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed on the motion of the defendant. All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I don't know if they have the people to bring both of them out. I'll just take them one at a time, their waivers. I do, I need. Is Mr. Childers or Mr. Overwater here?
I saw Mr. Childers earlier. I can. They are currently meeting with the victim's family.
On the murder charge?
Case.
On your cases? All right, then I'll wait until they get here. Okay. Ms. Burnwell, I know you gotta go someplace. Don't be looking at your watch. You would have been here all day had there been an exam. So just sit down and relax. No, don't start talking. Just sit down and relax. I'm not calling the case. Don't try to draft Mr. Cook into anything. I'll call the cases when they're done talking, and we'll do that. Have a seat. Gee. Gee.
I gotta go to cookie. Yeah, I'm gonna.
She'll wait. What do they want done on the test? Council approach on that, in the other matter, because I know that's what you're talking about. And this is gonna get complicated. So, what? You know, I always say that when they say, do you know Hawthorne? I said, he's from Iowa. So no. All right, the court's gonna stand in brief recess. You'll figure out those other two. I've got the other ones that were waiting on Mr. Childers and Tannis. Oh no, I'm out.
All right.